everyone, to another episode of Princes of the Apocalypse. Correctly titled... nope, see, now I'm cracking out the music because every time I start to orate, it gets too powerful and it bursts out the mic. Anyway, to the correctly titled episode number 18. We do not have Brittany tonight. It is her birthday, and that is why she's not joining us tonight. Which is totally cool. Birthdays are, fun times to have IRL. Rather, doesn't want to spend it with us fighting fictional monsters, wants to go out and do actual things. I guess that's allowed. Sorry for the delay on this, guys. There's a lot of new updates that came out to Zoom, the service that we use, including the coolest one, which is the push to unmute function. But there's a cool thing. We're going to try to get some background music going for you guys tonight that the chat could hear as well as the players. That turns out to not be the case because everything was being a pain in the ass. So, with that being said, let's talk about what happened last time. And I think some of you guys actually watched the rebroadcast that led up to it. I know Chelsea did. So, will you guys remember what happened last time?
Yeah.
What happened last time? Tell me what happened last time.
Okay. We set out to go find these druid cultists, which of course I can't remember off the top of my head. Damn it, I had 4 minutes. Who are held up in this keep. So we went to this keep and we found 4 I guess they were human in these robes, all these guys in these robes, and one chick, she was also in robe, and she said some words and we did an ambush, and Vanan and Igni took him down from up high, the 2 archers, and Lilith and Ozzy made waste to them below, and she was summoning an elemental creature of some kind, and we killed it all, and then Igni snuck in the front door. That's what I remember.
Okay, well, you're for the most part right, except for the part where you killed the elemental.
Oh, we didn't kill it?
No, it just came to life at the end of last episode. So,
well, there we go.
That's close enough. So let's start with rolling for initiative against this elemental. Oh, elemental got a natural 20. We're off to a good start here.
Well, Igni only got a 5, but she's inside. She in the house, right?
16.
Oh, man, I got a 16.
I got a 23.
Ozzy. 23. And Lilith can be this die. Yeah, Lilith can be this die. Lilith got a 9. Okay. So let's see. The elemental, you had just killed, I believe, the person who was bringing the elemental to life.
Yes.
And then the elemental came to life.
Yes.
And that's where we ended. Yep. So, first up in the round, let me actually get the elemental's stat block here, is the elemental. So you watch as this sort of wicker giant type creature that is on fire as it begins to kind of animate and twitch and move and come into being. It sees... So, did you say... Was Igni in the over by the scaffolding? I know you had been off to the side.
I got down from the scaffolding and went in the front door.
That's right. Okay. So you're inside, but everybody else is outside.
Correct.
And so this fire elemental, it's got a 23 initiative, so it's going to go first. So out in the open, it's Lilith and Ozzy and Vanan? Or was Vanan off to the side with Igni? I can't remember.
No, you ran down with
Yeah, he came down off the scaffolding.
I killed that lady. I killed that lady.
All right, so this elemental is going to move, and it kind of walks forward, and it's gonna just punch out with these big old fire hands, once at Vanan and once at Lilith. And
Fire hands.
I'm ready for it.
fire hands.
all right, so Vanan, does a 25 hit?
You know, Ted, that just hits.
All right. Well, you are going to take 13 points of fire damage as it socks you in the chest.
I'm going to cast Absorb Elements.
That is a good call, so you'll take half damage.
Excellent call.
It will also ignite you on fire.
Great.
So, at the start of each of your turns, until you take an action to douse the fire, you will take damage every turn. Then he's going to punch out at Lilith. And he's going to roll a 12. So, he misses Lilith. Then it is Ozzy's turn.
Huh. I am just going to shout out, move as far away as you can, and then I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. Ozzy is holding. Then it goes to Vanan.
I'm right up next to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll attack twice to start. No, I'll move my hunter's mark over because I wasn't on it yet.
That's
So I'll
fair.
do that.
Good call.
And then I'll attack twice.
Alrighty. Hit that space bar. Still gotta hit that space bar.
My spacebar is stuck somewhere else in Zoom, and it won't let me unmute with the spacebar. So,
Oh. Alright, well.
first attack is a 2. That's a miss.
Yeah. Well, what is it with all the modifiers? Because you never know.
With all the modifiers?
Yeah, because it doesn't have any armor, really.
Plus 8?
No, so it still misses as a 10. But, okay.
And then the second attack is a 21.
Yes, that hits.
That's 14.
Okay.
This is 3d6 plus 7. Yeah,
That sounds about right.
That's a 1, so 8. Another 1. So 9. And 2 more on top of that, so 11.
Oof. Oh, that hurts.
Take an extra d6 of fire damage, but I assume
It is immune to fire damage, being a creature crafted literally of fire.
and then I'll try and move away 35 feet.
You can, but first, for injuring it in melee, flames flare out at you.
Of course they do.
But I do believe you are still resistant from the absorb elements, because I think it lasts. Is it just for that attack, or is for okay?
1 round.
So you take one that's already reduced, 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, and I forgot, at the start of your turn, you took reduced 4 points of fire damage from being on fire.
Okay.
At the start of your turn. And then you move away, attempt, and it's going to try to punch you.
Yeah.
That is a 21.
That hits.
And you are going to take
Gosh darn.
only a big 5, which is cut in half. Or no, that is fire. So in half to 3.
3. God damn, getting that absorb elements worth.
That's the best use of it I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Then you move away 35 feet.
Yeah, towards Ozzy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get in front of Ozzy, wherever
Okay.
he is.
All right, then it goes to Lilith. So I, in my technical difficulty rage, did not. You guys can hear them, right? I just want to make sure chat can hear you, but I realize everybody's on the mute, so that's probably why the equalizer's not going.
I thought I was standing next to this elemental creature.
Were you? Yeah. So, yeah, you were. So, you just move away. We're going to say you probably don't move. When Ozzy says get as far away as possible, you don't move right next to
We were all like next to each other in a huddle.
Did you not move, Ozzy?
No, it got put alive and we were all standing in a cluster.
I'll
Okay.
keep the attack. I'll just get in front of Ozzy wherever he is.
Okay.
No, move away.
All right.
Move the fuck away.
Okay, I'll move away.
All right. You move away.
Trust me. I'll move away.
So Lilith, as I was saying, my technical difficulty rage, did not pull up her character sheet, but I also don't have her latest character sheet either. So that's fun. So we're just gonna go off what I remember. And did she cast any spell? She cast tongues last time, but that was a racial, or that was like a specialty thing, not an actual spell
She
slot.
cast it's the flame blade thing.
When it ignites on fire, that's just when she crits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. She rolled. I remember that. She rolled.
Yeah,
that.
she rolled a crit. So we're gonna attack this elemental then. That is a natural 1, so that's gonna miss. And then we're gonna attack a second time, and that's a 12 plus. Oh, let's see. You guys are level 5, so it's a 5. It's gonna hit regardless. We know that. So that's gonna do a D8, and she'll dump a first level smite into this as well. So that's gonna deal 9 plus her. She's got dueling, so that's 11 plus a +1 weapon is 12 plus at least a 3 strength mod. So 14 points, we'll call it. I'll look hers up on somebody else's turn. So that's the second attack that hit, and then it goes to Igni. So
Can
you
I
are
actually
in.
activate my held action?
Oh
So
yeah,
now
she
I'm
moves
gonna-
away. Lilith moves away.
Well, no, I want her to stay there because she's coming with me. So
Okay.
after I know she's done with her attacks,
Yes.
the tattoo on the center of my chest begins to glow, and Ozzy summons the arcane spectrum that appears in a circle on the ground within 10 feet. The circle splits into bands and actually turns into a dome that hits the ground, and I grab Lilith and I'm going to cast Thunder Step. And I'm
Okay.
going to use the first level spell slot to amplify the attack by 2d10 force damage.
All right. Nice. So
And I'm also going to make this force, so it's going to do 5d10 force damage.
okay, and it needs to make a con save.
It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is gonna pass with a 21, but it'll
Yeah.
take half damage.
Oh my god.
Half damage. I need as many d10s as I have. Or I have one more somewhere. I'll roll this out. 30 damage, half to 15.
All right, 15 points of force
And then
damage.
me and Lilith are going to teleport 50 feet away. towards
Okay.
where-
You teleport away from this, but this does a thunder clap is made, resounding through the fairly quiet hilltop area. I should. Yeah, I see that you guys are a little bit out of frame. We can adjust that, but that makes it Igni's turn.
What does she see?
Okay, you are in the. That's right. You are in the bottom. Okay.
Yes, I'm in the front door.
So in the front door. So
I
you
would
went.
like
You.
to-
I'm sorry. Remind me. You went out off the scaffolding down to the base and inside the front
Down
door.
to into whatever that front door is. I believe I picked the lock, but I genuinely can't remember that much.
That's fine.
But yeah, I
So-
think I just got in the door, so.
You basically are able to just squeeze yourself inside, and it is just full of rubble, and it's just disarray, and it's all over the place, and we're gonna just fixing cameras as people are bringing up that I'm zoomed in, so everybody is like
Oh my god, that was magic.
slightly outside of frame. Oh wait, I'm outside. I'm like on the side here too. Let's do a little adjust. There we go. All right. So anyway, Yeah, thank you, Bucky, for answering all that in chat. So it is a ton of just destroy rubble, but there are 5 creatures here. A massive pile of rubble. The furniture and flooring from the level above sits in the middle of this chamber. A cluster of small fire creatures burns the wooden beams along the north wall, where a tunnel leads downward. These 5 fire creatures look like... Oh, right there. One more
Yeah,
page.
how big are they?
They are small size. Small size? I'll tell you in a second. Small size. They look like that. Let's get the name out of there. But that's what they look like. And they are just burning away, seemingly digging and trying to get to further access to this tunnel that is below. You're muted.
They're digging.
Yeah, they are, well, less digging and more like strategically burning away of beams and wooden things, but with the purpose of digging. Sorry guys, Razor Synapse updates every freaking day.
Okay. Yeah, so they haven't noticed me.
Mm-hmm. You are unnoticed by them. They seem to be busy at their task. Then you can hear while you are in there, like hearing about looking at these things, you hear outside this thunderclap, and you hear inside and outside. You guys hear barking, loud barking, similar sounding to those creatures you encountered earlier.
Oh yeah.
Coming from nearby.
Nice.
Is there somewhere high that I can get?
Where you are currently, you realize at this point that given the scaffolding, that is because the 2 floors basically above have fallen down into this area. So it's just like a mound, and there's no real high place for you to get. The scaffolding seems to be, as you look up, you do see a solid floor, like 2 floors up. So it seems like the scaffolding built on the outside is to access those upper floors.
I see.
So at the moment, you are safe from whatever thunder attack is happening outside. But in these creatures, you do see them kind of like, huh? Like turn. They don't see you because you're stealth. But they seem to now be aware that something is amiss.
And they're not, are they taking action, or are they just kind of
No, it's...
like
nope.
derpy, like...
They like you can see that they seem to be set about doing this, but they definitely have taken notice that something is going on, and you hear the mustering of voices, either potentially from upstairs, but definitely there's commotion happening outside.
Igni can't take these on herself.
They do. They are small size. That
Okay.
necessarily matters to you, but they do seem to be made of some sort of fire. They look to be made of like cooled magma with flames flickering like in veins of lava throughout their body, where their like veins would be.
I gotcha. Okay. I would like to, without being seen, begin to move closer, if that's a possibility.
Yes. You
when
can
they turn
move...
around, how about that?
Okay, you're gonna try to go back outside? No. You're
I
gonna
would
try
like
to get...
to sneaky on them.
You want to get... Okay, so you can make me a stealth check.
A 26.
Okay, yeah. There's no way they're gonna be able to see you with that. But I'm gonna say you can only move... There's wonky rules in 5th edition for this, but I'll just go off what I remember since I've been reading a lot of 3.5 books lately. You can move half of your speed and still stay stealth. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but that's what we're going to say. So whatever that is for you, 15 feet. Now, this whole thing is it is a square building. It's a tower. The best way I can describe the way it looks to me in my brain is very appropriately sort of like the burnt tower from like Pokemon Gold and Silver. Like it's that square tower that builds upward to kind of a pointed top, and this is about a 30-foot square, right? So 30 by 30. Although here, down where you are, is just a mess of rubble and things.
Yes, that's what I would like to do. I would like to
move in 15 feet,
sneaking up on them. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they're kind of strewn about, so you could probably get... Are you trying to get into melee with one of these? Is that the plan?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I will say you could probably get within 5 feet of at least one of them.
Okay, cool. Okay, within 5 feet. All right. Yeah, I would like to sneak attack him.
Okay, you can sneak attack him. So go ahead and make your attack roll. It is unawares, so it is... You're attacking from being hidden, so it is at advantage. So it does qualify for sneak attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do both slice, and add my sneak attack damage as well. So
Alright,
that would be a 21 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Oh, excuse me, 22 to hit. Yes.
Totally hits.
And then 3 of those. So that would be 12, 16, 19, 20 points of damage.
All right, so you stab at this with the silent dagger, or
the silent dagger.
So you stab at this thing with the silent dagger, and you pierce straight through, and they're small size. So you go right through the back with the silent dagger, right through its front. The other ones are like, they don't even notice that you do this because the dagger makes no sound entering or exiting. However, you go straight through this, and as you pull the dagger back out, you watch as the thing drops to the ground, but the lava inside it bubbles up, and it explodes. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it explodes in a ball of fire.
No! That looks to be... I can't... That number's too small. Hang on. I genuinely can't read that. 8. Sorry. Okay, that would be a 15.
Okay, so you pass, so you will only take 5 points of fire damage. But this thing clearly exploded, and most of the ground within a 10-foot radius around it has now caught fire. And needless to say, the other 4 are aware of your presence now. But you do still have... You can still make your offhand attack against another one if you want.
I would, in fact. Can I do that?
Yeah, it would just be your... so it's just... If you hit, it's just the dagger damage.
Probably not. At a 18?
18 will hit, yeah, so just the dagger damage. But if you're using the poison dagger, it is a +1. So, or the poison Healy, the Christmas dagger.
I would think she'd probably have both daggers out.
Okay, so then yeah, if you hit with
And
that one, so it's a D4 +1 because it's a +1 dagger. So
okay, right. So for 6 points of damage.
okay. So that will... Yeah, now it is... Okay, so you stab it. It's still alive, though.
Okay.
And that is your bonus action, your action, and your movement. So... I guess that's it, then. Now these guys are going to roll for initiative. And they are going to come in... right. Let's see. So... That is a 10. Alright, now I also got to roll for everybody else that got alerted via the thunderstone. So who's nearby to hear this?
This is really not how I saw this going down.
Neither did I, but hey, that's fine. Alright, so the 2 hellhounds got a 1, so they're going to actually get there at the end of the next turn. Hellhounds... The Guardian, who's sending them, who's got the right stats this time. He has what as his stats? Okay, so he got a 12. And who else comes running? Let us see. Unless joined battle in area H2. Well, alright, that's 2 more of those guys. And then this guy, he's also coming out with them. If the battle lasts more than 3 rounds, all right. We're gonna go back to the top, so it's the elemental's turn. So the elemental, you guys have moved away. The only one that's kind of out in the open that he can actually see is, or no, I guess you guys are all still visible. Ozzy and Lilith. You just bamfed away. Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna go for Vanan.
Yeah, we're like 45.
Okay.
Vanan's closest. So Vanan,
Sure thing.
that is a 22 and a 12.
12 misses, 22 hits. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Absorb elements. So that is gonna be with absorb elements. That's 4 points of fire damage. That's his whole turn. Then so this is round 3. So these guys don't show up yet. You kill these guys. Oh boy. Okay. You hear, as it is now your turn, Ozzy, you hear mustering and movement from down the hill. All the camps that you guys had walked past. Now having heard the thunderclap, you hear movement of things making their way up the hill. And you hear two howls. You hear warg howling that you know are there, and you hear 2 significantly louder, deeper howls rip through the smoke. Again, you can't see any of this because it's all foggy up here, but you hear them rip through the fog from down below and snarling, as well as like the sounds of what could be described as troop movement, because you did have some people that were more regimented that are making their way up. But it's your turn.
Cool.
Sorry.
That's cool. I'm gonna. How many charges does the Wand of Magic Missiles have?
Total?
Yeah, I think it's 7.
7.
7? Okay.
6, or if you spend all 7, you got to do the whole roll to see if it
Right.
disappears, but you can spend 7.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 6.
Okay.
And I'm gonna launch him straight at this dude.
Okay. So that is,
A lot of D4s.
let's see, yeah, that is 3 for level 1, and then that is
5?
6. Yeah. 5 more levels, yeah. So 8. 8d4 plus 8.
D4s.
And I'd have to check what your lore wizard ability does and read what it says, because if it's a spell you cast,
I think it has to be I have to spend a spell slot in order to use my abilities.
okay, because otherwise that would make
Yeah.
it bananas.
Yeah. Okay.
This?
You 23 plus 8, 31 damage.
Okay, yeah. So 31?
31.
31. Okay, so 1, this thing you guys watch as momentarily through the smoke, just a beam of blue darts just kind of, it starts the end of the wand and just like, pew, comes flying in and circles about, and this thing just gets peppered. 8 different blasts of magic missiles hit this. It looks phenomenal. It's like a laser light show, right? You got the fog machine going already. So this is ridiculous. Real quick, to answer your question in the chat, Katie, I've only had improved... Speaking of coffee, I've only had improved initiative by Initiative Coffee Company. Fulgurite just came out this week. They have sent me some. I have not received it yet, so I can't comment on how it tastes. But improved initiative is a medium roast, and it's phenomenal. Fulgurite's a blonde roast. When I get it, I will let you know. So, this thing is still up. What's up?
Sorry, I'll wait for my turn.
No. All right. So Ozzy, is that it? That was your.
I would like to see if I can move away a little bit.
Sure.
To also not be where I think the sounds are coming from.
Okay. So you hear from the other, like you guys are basically right inside the camp, and from the far back of the camp, which you know is on more of a deep slope, that's where you hear the barking from what are basically hellhounds. And from down the hill, you hear that, and you also hear some, you heard an explosion inside the base of the tower as well. As far as a place you can go where people won't be, there's like, if you go from where you are and basically try to like duck in between some of the tents that are outside, there's like a low stone wall. It'd probably be your best bet to avoid, to try to get yourself some semblance. I mean, you'd have a half stone wall at your back or front if you're facing downhill, and 2 tents around you, but they're just canvas tents. And if there's this much fire getting slung around, it won't make it that much of a difference.
Yeah, I'll go over towards that stone wall.
Okay, so yeah, you get over there, and if you scrooch down, you'll get half cover from anything coming up the hill.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Sweet. That's it.
Okay, then after that, it is so many people. Vanan.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll rotate around the elemental.
Okay.
So I'm like, my back is to where Ozzy and Lilith are.
Start of your turn, you take 1 point of fire damage.
Oh, man. Okay.
Stop, drop, and roll, yo.
You're muted.
Right. So
I said stop, drop, and roll.
I circle around so my back is to where Lilith and Ozzy are. And
Okay.
as I'm circling around, I'm gonna swipe through it twice.
Okay, make me 2 attack rolls.
First one is a 16,
That hits.
and the second one is a 22.
Okay, both hit. So let's see what you got for the first one.
First one is a D6, D8,
2d6, right?
more D6. It's 3D6 plus a D8.
Yeah, nice.
So that's 7 and 7 is 14, and 2 is 16, plus 7 is 23.
Right, so you stab into the heart of this wicker giant, and first of all, flames lick out. You take 3 points. That's already reduced to fire damage. But you watch as your spear pierces the central chamber of this wicker thing. The acid from the gem, the gem glows and the acid comes out, and it begins to melt away the wicker, and the thing just collapses in on itself as it dissolves in acid, and the elemental is no more.
You're like, I did it, guys. I think I did it. And then I'm gonna scoot away over towards Ozzy and Lilith.
You still have another attack and the rest of your movement. You do hear things approaching from all angles. And you know where Igni was in the base of the tower, there was an explosion.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what Igni's doing. I don't know.
That's true.
In that room, so. And I probably would barely glance that way, so I'll probably go over with Ozzy and Lilith, and then bonus action. I think I'm just gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay, a solid call.
Yeah, and then just I hold up my shield, and a shimmery force field goes over me for a second, and then it turns invisible and you can't see it. It's that's it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh man, I have to roll initiative for this guy. He comes here. Roll for these two guys. They go here. Oh dear God. I'll get these guys will come later because I don't want to have to deal with that many NPCs. Alright, so after Vanan, you hear this howling as coming up the hill towards you are The 2 wargs you saw followed immediately by the 3 bugbears are coming running up the hill, and they kind of see what's going on, see the elemental dying, and then see the 3 of you and begin to run towards you. The bugbears, do bugbears have ranged weapons? They may have javelins. Nope, they dashed to get there, but the wargs do not have to dash because they have the extra movement speed. Which I believe is 50 feet of movement for a warg. Warg, 50 feet of movement. Alright, so they don't see Ozzy because he's hidden behind the thing, but they do see... You're with Lilith, you said? Vanan?
Yeah.
Alright, so they're gonna... The 2 of them, 1 on each of you, so... Oops. We're not gonna count that because it's on the floor. Oh, didn't matter, it was the same roll. So... Vanan, this warg bites out at you for 22. Oh, wait, no.
So...
Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom save 4.
Nope.
So it doesn't, but it can use its attack to attack someone else.
Can attack Lilith.
Great, it attacks Lilith for 21. So it's going to hit Lilith and deal to Lilith.
Great.
8 points of damage. Lilith has to make a strength saving throw or get knocked prone. Lilith got a 3 on the die. Plus her strength modifier of 3 is 6. Plus her charisma modifier, which is 4, which still fails. Lilith knocks prone. Then the other one's going to bite at Lilith with advantage, because she's prone, and get a 20-something. So then it's going to deal to Lilith. Lilith's going to take 7, another 10 damage from the warg. The bugbears are out of movement. That's their thing. That is wargs, bugbears. Okay. Then you see bursting onto the scene what I can only describe to you as 2... So did they have... Nope. So 2 seemingly just big, massive, bulky, gray creatures with long snouts and look like anthropomorphic wolves burst into the scene, which can only be described as werewolves, burst out onto the scene here as well. That is their whole move to get there. And then... Oh, no, okay, these guys go next. Then, from inside the tower up on the scaffolding, you see come out 2 guys dressed like the 2 guys that you downed on the scaffolding, but they are of the proper stats, because I remembered this time. And they are joined by what can only be described as a dwarf with hair made of fire. Who looks like... Well, the elemental's dead, so we can get rid of that page. Looks like that. So he joins them, and they survey the scene, and they see, from their high vantage point, they can see Ozzy, because they're up high on the scaffolding. But they... Oh, the 2 guys have crossbows, so they're going to launch crossbow bolts at you, Ozzy. That is a 10, or a 9, and a 19.
I'm going to use shield and bring my AC to a 20.
So yeah, you block that, and then the dwarf with hair made of fire just gestures vehemently with his warhammer that is on fire. And then he hops down off of the scaffolding, and he takes 3 points of falling damage. But he looks cool doing it. Alright, that was those guys. Alright, then... it is the guy arrives following in lead of the Hellhounds. He sees Lilith and he launches a crossbow bolt at her. He misses horribly. Then it's the other 4 magmen in the room with Igni. So,
Guys, we gotta get out of here.
splitting the party. Oh yeah.
I got it. I'm on it. I got plans. Edie's always got a plan.
All right, so these 4 guys converge on you. They're gonna reach out to try to touch you with their hands on fire. So, number 1 gets a 10. Number 2 gets a 21.
Oh.
Number 3 gets a natural 1. Number 4 gets a 20.
Oof. All right, so 2 of 4.
2 hits. So you will take a grand total of 6, 10 points of fire damage, and you ignite on fire.
Brilliant. So, okay.
Then it's Lilith's turn. So we finally get to the party. So Lilith is beset by 2 wargs. There are 3 bugbears that are out of range. A guy that shot a crossbow bolt at her, a fire-headed dwarf on the ground, 2 guys with crossbow bolts on the scaffolding, and 2 werewolves. Alright, so, with all that being said, what does Lilith have in her repertoire? I guess she has attack rolls, so that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, she doesn't have anything too crazy. Okay, so
Take fucking flight.
that's an action to take flight, and then she'd provoke attacks of opportunity from everything.
Does she have healing word?
Nah, paladins don't get healing word.
Oh,
But
well,
she has a thing that we can do. So
Okay.
first of all, she's going to attack one of the wargs. And that's not the die I was using. I'm using this die for Lilith. That is a 14. So she's going to deal, that's max damage, so that is 10, 13, 14 points to this warg. But if I recall, wargs are pretty beefy when it comes to HP. Oh, she's going to stand up from prone first. Just make that clear, because that would make the most sense. Alright, and then she's going to attack the warg again. And hit it again. And so she's going to swing and take down one of the wargs. Is just out of the picture. Then she is going to use her channel divinity to use that thing that most of the crown paladins have. That is the only thing other than spirit guardians at level 9 that makes them very good in my opinion, but what do I know? Let's see. So that is called, so I don't get it wrong, Turn the Tide. And she cannot see. Oh, Igni, make me a perception check. Ozzy, you too.
6. I'm feeling like shit tonight.
Natural 20.
Okay, so Igni, you can't hear because you're surrounded by things inside there. However, Vanan, Lilith, and Igni all heal 12 hit points as she calls out a encouraging word to turn the tide of battle. So she heals back up 12 hit points.
Thanks.
that is a lot.
Yeah, I wish Igni... you just have to be able to hear it, but Igni could not hear it. So she does that. That gets that healed up. Alright. So then, after Lilith's turn, it goes to Igni.
Okay. I would. They're around me, you said?
Yes.
All right. Okay. I have an exciting plan.
I'm excited to hear it.
Okay. I would like to... Okay, I would like to drop a bunch of ball bearings on the ground.
Okay.
Okay? I want to try to, like, push them over. Like, drop them and, like, try to trip them up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to I want to quick stab one of them. I'm telling you, like, the order, and you can tell me how many times it takes me to do this. Quick stab one of them and get the fuck out. Because if he explodes, they explode. Right? So I keep them in proximity to one another. I can explode them all at one time.
Yes, however...
Oh, no.
The explosion is fire damage, and these things are made literally of fire. You would warrant a guess that they are immune to fire damage.
Oh, but it doesn't do any additional explosion damage.
It's just fire damage.
Okay. Well...
Just in case that alters your course.
Okay. No, it doesn't really. I still want to trip him up so I can get the F out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I mean, alternatively, you could just disengage as a bonus action and then just get out of there.
I guess that's true.
I mean, you could still attack and then disengage as a bonus action, move away, make your attack, and then disengage and get out 30 feet back out the tower.
Okay, I still want to drop the ball bearings because I don't want them to be able to chase me.
Okay, that's fine.
Just make it just difficult for them to get up. So I'll drop them. I'll take, I guess that's one action. So I'll take another to attack one of them, and then disengage.
Well, you'd have, let's see. So disengage would be your bonus action, and then if you're saying it's your, I think. Well, let me ask Igni this question realistically. How ball bearings? How does she? Would she, on a regular day, have these, like, prepped and ready to go? Like...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like,
I mean,
because if it's something you gotta dig out of your bag, you could do that and disengage. But if
right.
she's got them, like, on the hip, in case she's gotta make a quick getaway...
She doesn't really carry a pack. So, yeah, she carries everything on her. I mean, she doesn't carry a lot.
Okay, so you also don't think that... Alright, so go ahead and
so,
make
like, in a hip pouch. I was thinking, like, one of those little, like, snap pouches, you know?
Alright, so go ahead and make me an attack roll against one of these guys.
Okay.
Just tell me if it's the one you already attacked or the other.
It doesn't. It will hit, I don't think. 9, 15?
15 hits.
Yeah, it will be the... I guess the same one I've already hit. I'll just try to...
Okay. You also don't get the feeling these guys are particularly powerful.
Well, that's good, because I did not rolling very well tonight. So that is 6 points of stabby stab.
Okay. At the start of your turn, you take 1 point of fire damage because you are on fire. You do manage to destroy this thing. It blows up, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I do it? I disengage. Can I, like, run? Do I get a run out of it?
Well, this
Or, like,
happens
I get a
immediately.
bonus-
But I'll...
oh, it's immediate. Okay.
Yeah. It's a death burst.
Yes! 28!
Okay, so you will take 3 points from the explosion. And I will say, even though you typically could only do one of these, because I think it makes sense, so as you pull out your dagger to stab this thing, you cut at your own hip and slice through the ball bearing bag so they drop out as you stab this thing, and then you just get the fuck out of there. So the ball bearings drop on the floor, you blow one of these things up, it blows you up, and then you leave. You now exit outside of the tower. See, the elemental is no more. You don't see Ozzy at all. You see Vanan and Lilith engaged in combat with 2 wargs. You see 2 werewolves, you see 2 hellhounds on the warpath towards you, 3 bugbears at the extent, like at the end of the camp, and several guys in these armor-wielding crossbows. That's what you exit out of the tower to see.
Guys, we called the entire neighborhood.
Okay, when Igni comes out, I'm in the robes, right? Like, I put those robes on.
You did.
I did! Igni, yeah, is it daylight?
It's all smoky, so it's hard to see.
Oh, perfect. She's gonna flip the mask up so you can't see it. And she goes, oh, what is going on here? As she comes out, stop! What are we fighting for?
You say that.
And she like yells it as loud as she can, trying to get over everybody. That's just like trying to get them to stop killing my friends.
So, yeah. So basically, at this point, you watch as at the end of your turn. Well, you had a 5. So the 2 hellhounds come bounding towards Lilith and Vanan, and they both release their fire breath, hitting the wargs as well. They don't seem to have... There's no love lost for the wargs. But you watch that as it gets closer... Alright, that's not a bad move to start this. So, let's just look up the spell before I get too excited. So, the initial... Okay. This is a nightmare to keep track of this many enemies. I just want you to know that I'm really working for this, guys. This is not easy over here.
Hey!
You have to control so many things. Like, I'm feeling anxious for you.
Alright, so... You watch as the 2 hellhounds come forward, and before they can release their fire breath, because this may be important. Maybe not. We'll see. 20. You watch as from on the side of the wall, a knife made purely of ice hurls towards one of these things. It's gonna take that. And then the knife impacts into this hellhound and explodes. And...
I know that's... I have that sound.
Who is this wondrous person?
3, 4... 21, fuck dude, 21, 27 points of cold damage as one of these hellhounds is just brought down from this explosion of ice. The other one survives and will unleash its fire breath, but you watch as let's see, so you guys, some of you don't know him, but Igni, you recognize this guy as... He told you to basically call him Sal. He was the guy who had made the water... the water symbol towards you, and you had found out that he was the spy, and you were his reinforcements.
Oh, yes.
So he throws this ice knife and completely explodes one of these hellhounds. The other one, though... while seriously damaged, is still alive, and I need Vanan and Lilith to make me dexterity saving throws against its fire breath. Vanan, you have a +4 because Lilith is within range.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I rolled
A 50.
which is already +8, so that's 26. So 30?
30.
30. Great. Okay. So this thing's gonna do... Wow, I'm on fire. I wish I was rolling stats right now.
I appreciate the fire pun, thank you.
10, 20, 28. So you will take 14 points of fire damage.
I'm not resistant anymore.
Correct. Lilith will pass, and she is resistant because she has that ring of fire resistance. So this will go for 14. This will only go to 7 points for her.
Nice.
But more importantly...
Was that 28?
Yes.
28 fire damage.
Phenomenal.
But it burns and disintegrates both wargs. Or the one warg. There's only one left because Lilith killed the other one.
Well, what about the bugbears? Were they in that?
They were too far back to get hit by it.
All right.
It is only a 15-foot cone, so... Okay. That being said, the elemental is dead. Battle has lasted more than 3 rounds. So, who else joins the fight now?
It can't be more.
If only that were the case.
There are 5 of us now.
Yeah. Let's see. There's definitely these. Where were the guys that only join after 3 rounds? I don't know. I don't see them right now, so we're gonna say that they're not paying attention because
They were sleeping on the fucking joke.
Well, maybe they're just getting up. Oh. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so it's gonna go back to Ozzy. Ozzy, you don't see, but you hear all manner of things. You do see this fire-haired dwarf who dropped down, and he's probably 25, 30 feet away from you, and the 2 guys up on the scaffolding that shot crossbow bolts at you.
Okay, so what's the proximity of the bugbears to the hellhound and the werewolves?
Okay.
Where are they all situated?
All right, so just entering the camp from the road you came up are the 3 bugbears in a group,
Okay.
all brandishing morning stars. Coming up over the wall, kind of to I guess if you're looking at it from a top down, further to the right, coming up over the wall are the 2 werewolves, and the hellhound is sort of more out in the middle, near Igni and Vanan, and the water priest is even further to the right from the werewolves.
Okay.
And then near to where you are is the fire-haired dwarf and the 2 guys up with the crossbows.
Okay.
Not how I anticipated this going. I love Thunderstep, though, so I don't fault you for your choice.
It's such a cool spell, and I've
It is
wanted
so
it
cool.
the whole time.
So cool.
All right, I'm gonna shoot a ray of frost at Mr. Flameface.
Okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
That's gonna be a 18 to hit.
Okay. 18 hits.
And ray of frost is
2d8.
2d8. Eight damage.
Okay, and his movement speed is reduced by 10.
Yep. And then I'm gonna book it away from him.
Okay, so that's 8
He can't get
points.
close.
Yep, so you run away. He's slowed down. It doesn't seem to take any more or less damage from the cold than anything else. But yes, you run away. So where do you run? Do you go
I'm gonna-
over the wall, or do you go back towards the party, or what's your plan?
I'm gonna say I go over the wall, away from the mess.
Sure. Okay, so you do that. Okay, that was Ozzy's turn. Okay, then after Ozzy, these guys all go after Vanan, and that guy goes there. Okay. All right, back to this page. Back over here. Where is it? It's hiding in the back here. Okay, so you watch Igni, Vanan, and Lilith as Okay, so the 3 bugbears. Okay, you watch as from around. This is. Yeah, so it'll only get them. You watch as vines and roots break forth from the ground and wrap around these bugbears, restraining them for the time being. from something. You don't know from what. But something has caused this to break forth and restrain these bugbears. Vanan, you're familiar with this as an entangle spell.
Oh shit, it's that entangle spell.
Yeah, you're aware enough of that. Gotta flip back.
I say that out loud as I point at the entangle spell.
Okay. And you know
The only
that...
person to see it.
Yeah, Lilith is the only one who sees it. And then... Let's see. Oh, okay. That's that. Then it's your turn, Van.
Okay, what can I see in front of me? Right now?
5 feet away from you is the Hellhound.
Okay.
And then there are... The 2 werewolves have not gone yet. They are free. The 3 bugbears are currently restrained. And you see Ozzy... You saw the fire-haired dwarf and the other guys in armor.
Yeah, I'll run up and attack the Hellhound.
Move
Okay.
that hunter's mark.
Yeah.
And I'll move the hunter's mark.
That
I
is
think.
fair.
I don't think I want to, actually.
Okay.
So 2 attacks on this
Yeah.
boy.
Let's see.
Well, that's a nat 20.
All right, that's all of the
And the
damage.
second-
This guy has been damaged already from the ice knife. So that's 66 plus 2d8. Right? I think that's right. Or 4d6.
No hunter's mark in this guy.
Yeah, 4d6 plus 2d8. Oh, well. Close enough.
Wow, that's like 6, 6, 6, 5, 6, and a 1. So
That sounds
18,
like a lot of damage.
23, 29, 30, 38.
Yeah, you
36.
just skewer right through this thing, and it begins to dissolve from the inside out from the acid, and this hellhound is no more.
Yeah, I'll just run up and just like, as I'm running by, I'll just like slice it open from the side, and I'm gonna point at one of the werewolves with the
Mhm.
spear, and I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark, or rather, I'm gonna move my Hunter's Mark.
Okay, you still have your second attack.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll throw my spear at one of the werewolf that I Hunter's marked. And
You could move to it with your movement, but if you want to throw it, that's totally
am I
cool.
close enough?
Yeah, you could get close enough. You could get at the extent, because you haven't had to move, 35
Yeah.
feet of movement will get you there.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, if you want to throw it and then run and pick it up for flavor, you can.
Nah, I'll point it at him and I'll just...
Yeah, alright. Fair enough.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think I have a natural 20 someone gave me, like...
Yeah, when those were still a thing, that you have that. Those are no longer a thing that people can give out, but that is a thing that you had from back then, so...
Okay, so I'm gonna use it in this moment to stab the werewolf I Hunter's marked in the face.
Okay.
So that's 3d6. So that's 66. Yes, that's 66 plus. Are they humanoids?
They... Hang on. Yes, they are.
So that's 66 plus 9. So it's 4 and 4 is 8 and 5. So it's 13 for 3d6. And another 3 plus 18. I rolled all 6s.
Jesus, dude.
So 20. What did I say? 31. Holy shit. 31 plus 9, 40 damage.
Damn. Alright, yeah, you just skewer into this thing, and you see, like, it didn't think too much of it as you ran over, because it's like, oh, this guy's got a spear, and it's clearly not silver. But you clearly don't give a fuck, as you just jab into this thing, and it is it's like it's melting away. Like a good chunk of it has started to dissolve. It's still alive, but it is not looking in great shape.
You just did 78 damage in 2 attacks.
Yeah, dude,
Holy
that's phenomenal.
shit! What? I rolled really high damage. I
Dude.
rolled a lot of 6s.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
incredible.
awesome. You're muted again. Muted.
I accidentally selected outside the window. That's my turn. I'm all done.
All right.
I'm happy. That was crazy.
He was so excited he had to mute himself.
That's fine. All right. So after Vanan, the bugbears will go, and all 3 of them fail their strength saving throws to break out of the entangle, so they remain entangled. Then it is. Okay, then it is Sal's turn and the werewolf's turn. So, what's Sal gonna do here? He's got a couple of spells up his sleeve. Well, you know what? He's got a 0. They beat him on Dex, so they're gonna go first. So, the werewolf, Vanan, that's near you, it just snarls, and it's going to first try to claw you.
It has to make a wisdom save.
All right, you still have Sanctuary, maybe?
Yeah. It's not a concentration spell.
All right, fair enough. Then I won't ask again. So it's going to make a wisdom save.
DC 13.
Oh, that's a 19.
Ah, dang.
So it is
Right.
going to claw you for a 19?
19 is just hitting.
Okay, so that's going to deal to you 9 points of damage.
Actually, you don't have Sanctuary anymore because you attacked.
Ah,
You lose it if you
shit,
attack
okay.
or cast a
yeah. So 9 points of damage.
I take 9 points of damage.
And then it's going to try to bite you. Oh, that's cocked. Oh, that's a 21
spell.
on the bite.
Okay.
You are going to
Werewolf
take
Vanan.
10 points of piercing damage from the bite. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. How close is Lilith? Not within. 10
Not
feet,
you move
right?
35 feet away.
Yeah, okay. Thought so. That's actually not bad. That's a 19.
Okay. You think things are fine.
I don't think things are fine.
That's fine. The other one's gonna tear off past you, thinking that its friend has you well under control, and is going to go after Lilith.
Yeah. Do I get that juicy opportunity attack?
Sure.
I don't know. I didn't know how.
Yeah,
close
no,
they were.
go for it. Why not? You guys need all the help you can get at this point, because
Yeah,
there's still like 8 guys that haven't shown up yet.
I think only Igni and Lilith can see me. If they can see me, I look like actual death.
Okay,
And
Gotcha.
that's a 19.
that hits.
That's 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 9, 18 damage.
Damn, dude, you're on fire tonight. So you stab it, and it's like, "Arr!" and it just keeps running towards Lilith. And it's going to bite at her for a 23. Lilith's going to take 7 points of damage, and then Lilith needs to make a Constitution saving throw. It's a 4 on the die.
Oh, Alyssa Werewolf.
Plus 4 is 8.
Plus
Con
another
mod.
4 is a saving throw? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
well, that's 4 plus the 4 for her charisma, and she's not. Paladins don't get proficiency in that, so she's got. I mean, she doesn't have an 18 con, so that is a failure. Lilith is cursed.
Wait, holy shit. That's a
Lilith can't
19 DC?
No.
18 DC.
It's a 12.
Oh, okay.
She had a total of 10. I think.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So Lilith is infected with lycanthropy. Then it's gonna claw her. For a 14, it's gonna miss.
She's gonna hate us so much.
She's gonna be so
Or
mad.
she's gonna love it. I can't tell. It's Brittany.
I think she might
Yeah, that's
actually
true.
love it.
So that could be kind of metal. Like, I'm not sure how she's gonna... And does it do anything for her? Werewolf... I don't think it actually gives her any benefit.
Is it a curse or like a poison? Or...
It's a curse.
Okay.
Because if it was a disease, she'd be immune to it because she's a paladin, but it's a curse.
Right, yeah, that's what I was asking.
No,
Okay.
it makes her strength of 15, but I think her strength's already higher than that, so that doesn't help.
Happy
But she does
birthday, you're a werewolf.
She does get the ability to tear. I mean, the most important thing is if she does choose to embrace her werewolfdom, she is completely immune to attacks from weapons that aren't magic or silver. And unlike previous editions, she does not take double damage from silver weapons. She just takes regular damage.
You know, or the fact she turns into a fucking werewolf when it's full moon outside.
I mean, there's that.
There's that too. Yeah,
Listen,
just
all right,
down
one step at a
paladin
time.
friend.
One step at a time. So that happens. That is the last of the werewolf's turn. Then it is Sal's turn. And he does not... Some priest you are with no healing spells. So he's going to unleash onto the werewolf that is fighting you, Vanan, something that you've seen Ozzy do on countless occasions, a stream of magic missiles. So that is 3, 4, 5 magic missiles. 4, 8, 13, 18 points, and it peppers the werewolf that you're fighting until it falls down dead.
Dope. I give him a big old thumbs up as I'm bleeding profusely and am charred. There's like burnt hair. And I'm
Yeah.
nearly dead.
Yeah. So that happens. Then, after your turn, Vanan, after they go, then it's the 3 other guards and the fire-haired dwarf. So the fire-haired dwarf takes off running, and he dashes up to the wall to look over it to try to find Ozzy. He's got it in for Ozzy for some reason.
Bring it.
Then the other guys, the Eternal Flame Guardians, as they're called here in this book. Where are they? At the front? Nope. That's air, that's earth. Airy fire. Okay, so one of them's gonna run up towards Lilith. The one guy who's commanding the Hellhounds. He seems distraught at the death of his favored pets. And as a bonus action, you watch as fire, in a very Thoris of Mir way, just ignites across his blade, and he's going to strike out with his long sword at Lilith twice. It's going to be a 22 and another 22. So Lilith is going to take a d8 plus a d6 twice. It's going to take 12 damage, and then 11 damage. 33 damage. Alright.
She has resistance to fire, though, right?
She does have resistance to fire, thank you. So that will be... We'll just call it 43 damage. Now. Let me pull up... Now it's time to pull up the most recent version of her sheet that I have, which I think is level 3. And hope that she has... Oh, she has a 14 Constitution. Yeah, this is from level 3. But she took tough at level 4. So she's got to have, let's see, 31, 6, and 8, and that's 10. So that's at least, she's got at least 60 hit points. So she's not looking great, but she's still alive. And if I recall, she dumped all of her lay on hands into Ozzy at the start of the day.
Yep.
So she's out of that. And she does not have any of her spells listed that she has chosen. So, great. So that is their turn, or his turn. Now the two guys up on the scaffolding, they're going to launch crossbow bolts down at Igni, because they can see her now coming out of the thing. Igni. That's going to miss. That's going to miss. 2 crossbow bolts from the scaffolding. And you just bob and weave in and out and take no damage from them. Then, after that, it is the Magman's turn. And you watch as the 3 remaining little fire creatures scramble out behind, or at least they attempt to. Oof, no. One of them manages to, like, make his way to the door frame. And he's, like, pointing at you, Igni. He's like, speaking in a language you don't understand. Gesturing at you. Then it's Lilith's turn. Oh, joy. So Lilith has a werewolf upon her and another guy with a sword on fire. So Lilith is going to roll a natural 20.
Yeah.
And she's going to smite this.
Oh, and her weapon does an extra D4 because I just read that on crits.
Yes, it does. But do you have a different? You have a version of her character sheet too?
No, I have her item, her weapon.
Ah,
You put it
gotcha.
in
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So let's start there. So she's gonna smite it. So that's 8 and 11 is 19, 20,
So much radiant damage to this thing.
20, 30, 40, plus the extra damage, so 45 points of damage. And she just eviscerates this werewolf. Is just gone. He just, like, radiant light just slices through him. As she's holding, like, her shoulder joint that got bit by this werewolf as it's profusely bleeding. She just slices across with her sword and cuts right through this guy. And he's dead. And then she stares with a vengeance at this guy whose sword slashed out towards her. She's going to try and attack this guy. She's going to roll a 20-something. And she's going to attack this guy and deal 8. Oh, these guys are beefy. She's going to deal 13 points of damage to this guy. Okay. Lilith's turn. Then who goes after Lilith?
Did Igni get a turn last round?
You did. You dropped your ball bearing. It hasn't gotten to you yet.
Oh, God, Ted.
Went through a lot of guys.
Yeah.
There are just a million things in this battle.
Yeah.
So many people.
We are fighting a war right now.
So when did the entangle happen? Do you guys remember? Sorry.
That was this.
That was
2
this
rounds.
turn.
No,
At the
it was
very
the
end?
That was
it
last
the
turn.
previous round, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, and that hit the bugbears.
Oh, that's right, because they did roll once to see if they can get out.
Alright, so... Let's see here. Alright. So, Vanan, towards you, comes running the... the priest, or the druid, rather, who Lilith had spoken to.
Yeah. Oh, she was really nice. She was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Be like, hey, what's up?
So
You're
she's
cool.
she's
And I'm
like, you see that she's got one hand out and clearly focusing on this entangle spell that's holding these 3 bugbears at bay.
Okay.
And then she's gonna reach over to you and she's like, "Oh my God, you look horrible."
And I'm like, I've looked better as they like cough more blood up.
And
onto the
she
ground.
is gonna heal you for 13 HP
Oh shit, that's a
with
lot.
a cure wounds, and then she's gonna jump back over the wall and crouch down, but still keeping eye contact. Then, Igni, it's your turn.
Okay. You said one of these little exploding gremlin bits.
He is at the door frame. You are about 30 feet out of the door frame.
Oh, out of the door frame. Okay.
Yeah, and you can see that Lilith is beset by a guy in a breastplate with a shield, wielding a long sword on fire. You can see that Vanan looks like death incarnate, a little bit better now. 3 bugbears that are restrained via an entangle spell. There's a dwarf with hair made of literal fire chasing Ozzy over a hill, and 2 other guys on top of the scaffolding with crossbows.
Okay. This
In case you missed that.
This scaffolding.
Yes.
Does it look like pin bait, like a pin scaffolding where I could like pull it and the whole thing would come down? Does it look like I need to set it on fire?
That was a good question. I should have anticipated that with you guys. Let's find out. Scaffolding. H4. Okay. You believe that it could catch fire.
Okay.
But it would need to probably burn for a minute to do significant damage.
Enough for it to like collapse.
Yeah.
If it collapses, will it fall like towards the action? Or is it
It would probably fall down the side, but again, that's 10 combat rounds.
Okay.
But, it would fall... I mean, it would be... it would hurt if you were on top and the scaffolding fell. It might not be fatal, but it'd hurt.
All right. New plan. Igni bolts back towards... She can move the 30 feet back to the door. I'm going to grab this little dude by the arm, and I want to throw him into center of combat. And then I'm going to yell, stab it and run! Like, I want to throw it towards mortal creatures. So let's say maybe the guys in the armor, people that won't be immune to the fire. So not the guy with the beard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the center of combat right now is Lilith and this guy with the fire sword. And then there's the 3 bugbears that are entangled.
Yes, the bugbears.
Okay, they can't move, but...
That's great. It doesn't matter. I'm going to toss a little critter at them. That's what I want to do. I want to grab him and I want to throw him that direction.
Okay.
I'm going to use him as a weapon.
So make me an athletics check to grapple this guy.
This is really bad, everybody. Just 16?
Yeah, he rolled an 8. So you pick him up, you have him, and then you're going to throw him. You're going to move before you throw him, since you're not too strong?
Yeah, I mean, I want to get, I guess, as close. Yeah, I want to try. Yeah, I want to swing him around. And it's like, no, I want, because he's not very big, right?
No, he's small size.
He's like a toddler.
Yeah, you can pick him up. It's like a halfling. You can pick him up.
Yeah.
And you have him, but you're still not very physically strong, right? What's Igni's strength?
+1.
Okay, so you're above average, but you're not going to hurl this guy 30, 40 feet into these things. But you picked him, you've got him overhead, and you can still move at your full speed and then throw this guy.
Yeah, that's what I would like to.
Okay, so you move, we'll call it 30 feet towards this. You can throw this guy the extra 10 feet into the center of these restrained bugbears. Roll me a d4.
4.
Okay, so this Magman takes 4 points of damage as it hits the ground in the middle of these bugbears, and it's like, it hits the ground as you throw it there.
It's not enough to make him explode?
No, unfortunately. Had you killed a different one, and this one been the one you previously stabbed, that might have done it.
Well, you said it was instant, or I would have stabbed him before I threw him.
Right, but you gotta deal enough hit points to kill it.
Well, I'll have to throw something at it next time.
Yes. Well, it goes before you, but that's besides the point. So it lands in the middle. It takes 4 points of damage. Then it goes back to the top. Ozzy.
Okay.
And I did yell.
Yeah, you did. Stab it and run.
Yeah.
How far away am I from everyone else?
Having leapt over the side of this thing, you are approximately... You're there. So if you were to circle around, you are probably 30 feet from the bugbears.
From the bugbears?
Yes.
Is there a
And-
way I
yeah.
can make a straight line between me, Flamey Beard Face, and the guard that's attacking Lilith?
Yeah, so the way they're kind of set up, so if you think, I'm just, so like, you're over the wall, Flamey Beardface is kind of up the hill a little bit from you. You could, basically, you can walk past, like, there's the fire guy on the ground between the bugbears. You could kind of, rather than going that way, kind of divert yourself a little bit, and it would put you closer to Igni and the guy that's attacking, or I'm sorry, Lilith and the guy that's attacking Lilith. But, what's your ultimate goal? Let's talk.
I want to cast Lightning Bolt.
Ah, I see.
I was trying to see how many people I can get in a straight line.
I will say you can definitely get the 3 bugbears and the magman for sure. Because they're kind of all grouped together. But you could hit, if you wanted to hit Flamey Beard guy and the guy fighting Lilith, you could hit those 2.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Okay, so you can do that then. So they gotta
I'm
make
gonna
dex.
do Lightning Bolt, and again, the tattoo on the center of my chest is gonna glow, and it's going to create this like dome that appears on my hand that like snaps like a rubber band and projects forth the Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
So I think that's
So the Firebeard dude's gonna fail.
sweet.
The other guy's gonna pass, but he's already been damaged by Lilith. So
So that's 8d6
plus 2d10.
2d10.
Well, the
So
fire guy
much
took some damage
dice.
too.
Listen to the sound of those dice.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh my god, so many dice. That's 20. Jesus. 24 plus 24 plus 18, which is 42.
Okay. So you just incinerate Firebeard dude, and he just disappears in a fire. He's gone. From this plane of existence. The other guy, you said 42?
Yes.
So that's in half is 21. So despite the sheer ridiculous amount of damage, the guy fighting Lilith, he still manages to soldier through that lightning bolt. Shocked, clearly damaged, but he's still alive, albeit scorched and covered in scarring from the lightning. Anything else?
No. That's gonna be it from me.
Okay. Then after you comes Vanan.
All right. The little dude that Igni threw.
Yes.
How far away is he from me?
We'll say, because you kind of went off to the side here, 25, 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up in the direction of the bugbears. And
Yes.
this dude. I'm gonna throw my spear at the dude
Okay.
and the thing.
He is prone, so you'll be at disadvantage because it's a ranged attack.
I know. I'm hoping that his AC isn't super high.
Yeah, it's not super high, no.
So 19 for the first, 18 for the second.
All right, yeah,
20.
so you hit this guy. There's no way you can not deal enough damage just with the amount of dice you roll. So
Okay.
you kill this guy.
All
And
right.
he's going to explode.
Listening to Igni and watching it happen.
He explodes, and the bugbears automatically fail their saving throws because they're restrained by the thing.
Nice.
So they're
Combo
they're-
attack.
What? Yeah.
combo.
So that is gonna deal 12 fire damage to all the bugbears.
Nice.
I believe bugbears are a little on the beefy side. Yeah.
There more where that came from?
So it explodes. You still have the rest of your movement and your second attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up.
And your bonus action.
Yeah. I'm gonna run up, grab my spear.
Yep.
I realize I'm in combat with the bugbears now.
But they can't attack.
They are restrained.
They
They're
can't attack?
they're restrained. Yeah. From
I think they have
entangle.
disadvantage on attacks, but I think they can still attack.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Anyway, continue. You have
Grab my
advantage on
spear.
attacks against them.
I grab my spear and I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna throw it at the dude fighting Lilith.
Okay.
But before I throw it, I'm gonna hunter's mark the dude fighting Lilith,
Fair enough.
and then I throw it.
All right.
Like I'm gonna turn and my vision's gonna like focus on his face, and that's what I throw it at.
Okay. This one will be at disadvantage because of the range, but
Yeah.
you can still make the attack.
Hopefully, this is another 19.
18
Whatever.
situation.
Yeah, it's another 19, 18. So this is +8. Okay. That's still not bad. It's 16, 12, so 20.
Yeah, that is.
All right.
So go ahead and roll damage against this guy.
This is 3d6 plus a d8 plus 9.
Yeah.
So 8 and 3 is 11. And I rolled another 1 on my d8. 12 plus 9, 21.
All right. Yeah. It goes through this guy and then sticks into the ground, and he's kind of like he's kind of leaning at a 45 as the spear is the only thing keeping him upright, but he is dead.
Nope, I'm gonna pull out my short sword and I'm gonna look at the 3 gigantic things in front of me and be like, okay, guys.
All right. So it is their turn. One of them manages to rip apart the entanglement, but that's his action.
Oh, okay.
So,
You're still burning.
Vanan's still burning. Good point, Igni. That was probably not what you meant.
Damn it.
But and Igni's still burning too, but that's fine. So Vanan, you take 2 points of fire damage.
Igni does?
No, Vanan does, because it's the start of his turn. He's still on fire. Igni will on her turn. I forgot last turn, but since Vanan's just happened, I'll give him the 2 points of fire damage. All of the bugbears catch on fire too.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying.
All right.
The bugbears take fire damage too. Burn those bears.
Hang on. No, they don't. The explosion doesn't set people on fire. Their touch sets people on fire.
So what is the explosion good for? Is it like force damage or like?
It's fire damage when they die.
Oh, so then Igni wouldn't be on fire because they.
No, but it touch attacked her, and she got set on fire that way. So, okay. Alright, so they all take the damage. They can't do... They just took their action to unrestrain themselves. One of them managed to do so. The werewolves are dead. And then the vampire shows up. I'm just kidding.
No.
God, Ted.
That guy's-
It's just Monday, dude. Give me a break.
These people walking up to us are just gonna see 4 completely weathered and like war-torn people just like with corpses around them.
And then it is Sal's turn. So Sal... Vanan's in the middle, so he's not gonna attack the bugbears with an ice knife, though that would do the most damage. He doesn't want to kill Vanan because he looks like he's pretty much dead. Instead, he'll ice knife at the 2 guys up on the scaffolding. And try to take them down that way. He's going to roll another natural 20 on his attack roll with that. So it's going to deal 15 points to the 1 guy. And then the other guy is going to take... That's going to explode. Gotta make dex saves. They both fail. They're all going to take... Ooh, that was kind of shitty. 8 points of cold damage on 3d6. Oof. That hurts. All right, that is Sal's turn. He doesn't have anything else that he can do. Bugbears did their thing. Lycanthropes are dead. All right, then it goes to the two guys with the crossbow bolts. So they are going to launch crossbow at Ozzy 1. That is a 16.
Battle hit.
Sorry, 15.
That just hits.
Okay, so Ozzy, you will take 7 points of piercing damage. The other one's going to go at Igni. 18.
Yeah.
Igni will take 10 points of piercing damage. This
Yeah,
is a
what would
weapon
you do?
attack,
Wait,
so you can uncanny dodge. Is uncanny dodge only melee?
I don't know. That's something new that I've gotten.
That was at level 5, yeah.
I don't know that I've used it.
When you're hit with an attack, yeah, so you can... All of these attacks that you've been hit with, you could have theoretically used your reaction to cut the damage in half.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah. Whenever you're hit with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to cut the damage in half. So yes, you could do that. This would cut the damage from 10
Then
to 5.
I would like to do that.
So you do that. You're now at 5
I did.
damage.
5 points of damage.
Okay. That is their turn. That was Sal.
We're holding on, guys.
Then-
We're doing good.
It's the Magman's turn. The other two exit the tower. And they point at Igni with a fury in their eyes.
Well, don't you fret. She stares back.
So then it's Lilith's turn. She will walk over towards Vanan, picking up the spear out of the guy that's next to her, and she'll stab it in the ground next to Vanan.
What?
And she will attack the bugbears because they are at advantage.
I'll like be like, yo, no way! I didn't think you were gonna do that.
She will crit one of the bugbears.
Whoop, whoop.
We are rolling really well today.
11, 13. Yep, so just one of the bugbears, the sword, radiant flames, cuts through one of the bugbears. It is dead. Second attack at advantage. Another natural 20.
Oh,
Lucky I switched up dice. I was using this die for Lilith. We just went back to the one that rolls all the 20s because we need all the help you can get. And she cuts through again. The flames never leave the sword; they persist as she cuts through the second one. 2 bugbears down. Then, after Lilith, it is what's her face's turn? Gariena's turn. The druid. She's used both second level slots that she has already. I think. She only has 2. Oh, she has a third one. Okay. So she is going to... Oh, shit. I didn't realize that. Oh, well, whatever. She's going to produce flame and throw it at the bugbear. And roll a natural 20. And...
We'll just let Ted play his own combat tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she...
DM solo game.
Yep.
destroys this third bugbear with 16 points of fire damage.
Oof,
2d8s, 2 8s on 2d8s.
God.
Cleared him out, guys.
And yeah, so then she hides back behind the wall. Then after her turn, that was Lilith. Then it's finally Igni's turn. So Igni, 2 of your friends have exited the tower. And the other 2 people are on top of the scaffolding launching crossbow bolts. They're the ones that just shot at you. And you have 2 of your little fire friends there.
Okay. I would like to. Are they in? Can I reach them? Can I reach out, or do I need to move to get to them?
You need to move to get to them.
Then I am going to, in fact, take out my 2 non-special daggers. Like, these were the daggers I started with before all this began, and I'm going to double and try to nail them with my daggers. Can I throw
Okay,
them?
the two guys.
Yeah.
Okay. These will not get sneak attack though because you are not. There's nothing engaged, but they will still do the regular damage.
Okay. What should
We still gotta roll to hit. We'll see how we do.
Right. Okay. 18 and 16.
Both hit.
Okay.
So no sneak attack, but
No sneakies, but just the normals. Okay, so 5 and 4. 1 to one and 1 to the other.
5 and 4. Okay, they're both still alive, but they are both severely damaged from these attacks.
They don't explode.
No. Damage is higher than that.
Okay. And then I would like to take my movement and climb. Can I do that?
Yes. Well, you moved all the way over to them. Or no, you didn't. You threw.
No, I didn't.
You threw. Yeah, so you could move. You could basically get to the. You could start your way up the side of the tower.
Yeah, that's. I don't need to go very far. I just want to get off the ground.
Yeah, you're about like 5 feet up off the ground.
Cool.
Then it goes back to the top. Ozzy.
All right. How far are these little fire creatures?
They are from where you're at, probably like 20 feet.
Oh, okay. And then the
30.
guys on the scaffolding are also.
Yeah, they're 20 feet up.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at level 2, and I'm gonna do 1 for each Magman and 1 for each guy on the scaffolding.
Nice.
Okay. So go ahead and roll.
So let's see. Magman number 1. Boop. 4 damage.
Okay, that one explodes.
Magman number 2. Boop. 5 damage.
That one explodes. By the way, I just want you to know that they have 9 hit points, and the first one had 5 to health, and the second one had 5 damage, and the second one had 4 damage. So you rolled the exact numbers to destroy both of them.
Guard number 1. That's 3 damage.
Alrighty.
Guard number 2. 3 damage.
3 damage. And 3 damage. Alright.
And then I'm going to rejoin up with my friends.
Okay.
Move my way
That
over.
is your turn. Then after you is Vanan.
What am I seeing around me now?
Around you immediately, there's nothing. Up, there's the two... Actually, no, Magmen are dead. There are the 2 guys up on the scaffolding wielding crossbows
Is that all that's left?
that you can see.
Fucking A. Okay.
Guys, that was a fucking situation. Let's how long did my spider climb boots last? I know it's like
Forever.
Oh,
You just do. It's a thing you have.
They just
Yeah.
are.
those are like stronger. Weren't there like
Always
spider climb boots that were like weaker? It's like you could activate spider climb for an hour a day. Never mind. That's what
I don't know. Whatever. Even if it's not, I'm saying I don't care at the moment.
Okay. Can I walk up the scaffolding? How far is
Sure.
that?
Why not? You can get up there.
All
Probably
right,
too far away, but I don't care.
I can throw a spear for cinematic.
No, it's fine. You can walk up there.
Okay. And then I'll just attack twice at this dude.
There, yeah.
First one is a 5.
That
which item
misses.
hits. The second one is a 17 plus 8, so 20.
Yeah, that hits.
This is just... Oh, they've taken damage, though.
Correct.
You were muted.
How much?
19.
Okay, yeah. Still alive.
Not for long.
But, alright. So then it is... After Van and the bugbears are dead.
I was going to use a bonus action to just heal myself real fast, if that's cool.
Yeah, of course.
With a healing word.
Yep.
Second.
Then it is... so... Then Sal will attack with Magic Missile. Starting to go through his second level slots. So that is 3.
I'm still on fire, right?
Oh, yep. Oh, and Igni, I forgot about you. Igni,
Take 1 point.
you take 5 points.
Ooh.
It's a D10. I've just been rolling like garbage.
Oh.
Vanan, you take 2 points.
But don't I take half?
No, there's no save for this,
Oh.
and you're not resistant.
How do I put fire out? Can I stop, drop, and roll?
Yes.
You take an action to do so.
Okay, well, I'll make that
Or
a half.
submerge yourself in water,
Or submerge yourself in water, yeah.
which
Well,
there is none.
None of.
Where? Right.
So 2 of the missiles will shoot out at the guy that you're fighting, Vanan, and kill him. And then the other guy will take 10 points of force damage from 2 magic missiles. Shot from Sal. Then it is those guys' turn. They will drop their crossbows, draw their swords, ignite them on fire, and attack you, Vanan.
Phenomenal.
17?
19 AC.
Alright, that's 1 attack. That's a natural 1. Attack number 2. That's a 22. And then
That
a
one
miss. So 22. Flaming Sword. You are going to take 13 points of damage.
Okay, guys.
Bad.
Oh, you're muted again.
Oh, okay. I'm hurting.
Still. Alright.
I'm hurting
Still
real
up,
bad.
though, which is
I
important.
needed that healing word on my.
Yeah, that's good, though. The Magmen are all dead. And then it is Lilith's turn. So, seeing these guys up there not really having... Do I want to activate her thing on her here? Yeah, I guess. She doesn't have a whole lot going on that she can get to. I believe she does have a healing potion, though, so we're going to drink that as a bonus action. She's going to heal up 6 points. I'm also assuming she had no damage, and we have a made-up number for her HP, so that's what we're going with. But she's going to activate her Radiant Soul feature, so the wings pop out. Something different that you guys noticed this time.
Oh.
Previous to the previous time she's activated this. The wings, although still ethereal and angel-like, not kind of golden or silver or whatever we had discussed they were before. I don't actually remember. But they're now rainbow-colored wings.
Whoa!
So a shade of, like a rainbow, different color rainbow wings.
Shit!
And she will take off and fly on a 45 to 30 feet towards those guys that are attacking Vanan. That is her action.
Dope.
Then it goes to... Gariana. She's gonna produce flame. Throw it up at those guys. That is a 17, which just hits. She doesn't know that they're resistant to fire damage. You're gonna take a whole big 1 point of fire damage. After that, it is Igni's turn.
Igni, there's at least still 1 man on the scaffolding?
Yes, he seems pretty hurt.
Okay.
But...
Great. I'm going to climb up however far and give him a stab. Potentially a second stab if necessary.
Alright, so you do have sneak attack because you have allies within range.
Right.
So go ahead and make an attack.
So that would be 25?
Yes, that hits.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. 3 of those, 1 of these.
Remember, it's 3d6 for the sneak attack now.
Right. So 6, 11, 15, 18, 22 points of damage.
We're gonna say that it's 23 points of damage.
Sure, that's a 4, not a 3. On
Yeah,
the face of that
so
guy.
then he dies. How would you like to kill him?
I wanna reach up and like stab him with my silent blade when he's not looking, right in the crotch.
Dick stab?
Dick stab. Hashtag dick stab. I dick stab him, and then I want to like dump his body over the.
Okay, he
From the
falls over
scaffolding.
the side.
Wilhelm scream.
But as he falls, his sword is dropping with him, and like he like moves and he bumps into Lilith as he falls down. She takes no damage, but the sword on fire, kind of like flat of the blade, hits her in the face.
Ooh.
She breathes in. She breathes in some of the flames, and she's like, "Justice."
Are we out of combat? Did we kill everything?
You did, but she's gonna be like, I'm still a little worried. They're supposed to be the leader. We haven't found him yet.
This is true. There is cave inside of this ruined the fucking place. Move. Let's go.
Vanan crawls over to you guys. Like, hey guys. Are you gonna go kill some more stuff?
You look like shit.
And then like I start bleeding more on the ground.
Um,
And I cough up more blood. And
can I roll something to like
Ready
stop his
to go.
bleeding?
He's not like he's. I mean, he's. You're still.
you guys.
You're at what?
He's
I'm
one.
at 1.
Okay, so you don't. There's nothing. I mean, you can make a medicine check. Sure. He's not like truly bleeding out. Oh, Igni. At the start of your turn, though,
I took fire damage.
you took
I'm
7
on
points of
fire.
fire damage.
How much?
Put yourself
7.
out.
10?
I'm at
7.
1.
7.
Start of my turn.
Hang on, I can't hear 10. You said 7.
Yes.
Okay. That's okay. Yeah, and I like. Oh.
You're out of combat. You take an action to put yourself out. Vanan, you take 1 point. You go unconscious, or no?
Yeah.
I do, but I'm on the scaffolding, so I actually fall like 10.
Can I jump to catch him, or can Lilith?
Lilith catches you in flight,
That's good.
and then she will use her wings to buffet out the fire,
Potions.
and she'll dump the healing hands for 6 points that she has as an Azamar.
Nice.
So you get 6 HP.
Well, wait, see, we have some healing potions too, I think, on the team.
Yeah, she blew all of her lay on hands, but she gives you the Azamar.
She gives you that special touch.
You give me
Yeah.
this
Healing
thing.
hands, yeah.
And then she like looks around and kind of is upset that she's activated this
And then in the
ability.
background, you just hear, "In the arms of an angel."
And
wake
you
up.
both notice
An angel.
from up as you guys are like, are you guys drinking healing potions? Was that a thing that I heard was happening?
Igni's not.
What healing
I'm not.
potions do we have?
I have a regular and a greater.
I feel like we all have at least one regular healing
I
potion.
also wanted to run up to Beardy Flameface and see what he's got on him.
Didn't
Okay.
we buy a bunch of...
Oh, he disappeared into another.
Oh, he's like...
He's from a
gone.
different plane of existence.
Oh, damn it. Took all the good stuff with him.
Yeah, like his flamey hammer.
Damn it.
Had you disarmed him and then dismissed him,
Damn.
you would have had a warhammer that does an extra d6 fire damage.
Oh shit, that's so
Well, I
good.
couldn't use that. So.
Yeah, you couldn't have used it. It would have basically been only useful to Lilith, I guess, because it's a strength based.
Yeah.
But it's
That
a
sounds
cool
really
tool to have in your repertoire.
Yeah.
So who was drinking healing potions? We'll say,
I'm drinking healing potions. Didn't we buy some at Waterdeep? I don't
Yeah.
remember how many.
yeah, and I think you guys bought. There was the vending machine. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
I think you cleared out the vending machine.
Yes.
And there was there's at least one greater in there. I think.
Yeah, I have the greater. I'll give you the greater.
It's 44 plus 4.
Okay.
I don't have that.
So, how many potions are you gonna try to drink? Is my question.
Just
Then.
start with the 1, dude.
Just drink the one.
Yeah, see how much you get back with the 44. And not that you get to make a choice, we're dumping it down your throat.
All right, and Lilith blew through 2 spell slots or smites.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Am I drinking I'm gonna drink another healing potion.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. So wait. No, you're passed out. Lilith's feeding you a healing potion.
Well, no, he's back
Bring-
up now.
No, she
Oh,
healing
okay.
hands him for 6.
She's still holding me in her arms. and
How much did you get back, Vanan?
I'm just like, I don't like this. I don't like being this hurt.
Thanks, son.
Where are you at right now? Health
Yeah.
wise?
How much did you get back?
20. I'm at 20 now with the 6 from Lilith, and I just gained 14 back with the Raider.
Okay, that's actually not bad. That's probably a little over half, under half.
My max is 50.
Okay.
And Lilith will give you another 12 via Cure Wounds spell.
Oh shit.
Level 1 Cure Wounds. Because we're going to assume that she took Cure Wounds as a spell. I don't know if she did.
I can't remember if she did or not.
But we're going to assume that she did for the purposes of this.
Of tonight.
So, at this point, you guys have, you're like, oh my god. Take a few seconds, catch a breather, and then you see like a window that you didn't realize was there. Like the panel slide out and open, and looking down upon you is an older gentleman with a large staff, kind of like skunk-like streak of white hair, and he's puffing on a pipe, and he looks livid. He's got a serious beard going on. He looks kind of like that. Oh, there we go, like that.
He's staring out of a window we didn't see.
He like a secret kind of window, or like
like a slide,
it's slid open, and it's about 2 floors up from where you currently are on the scaffolding.
I see you. You come out of there.
And he puffs on his pipe, and he puffs on this pipe a little bit, and you watch as he kind of breathes out a smoke ring. And the smoke ring conjures a thing. What's up, hon?
Can you put my clothes in the dryer before you go to bed?
Yeah, I can do that.
There's a pair of shoes up, and just leave those in.
Yeah, I won't put the shoes in the dryer.
Thank you.
And he summons forth... Oh, jeez. No, that's dumb. He doesn't do that, because I don't want to have to deal with more enemies for you guys to face. He was gonna use his pipe, which was pretty cool. Lets him summon methods, which would be very counter Ozzy. Instead, he's just like, I really hate you guys. And he reaches his hand out, and you watch as a swirling thing of fire comes down, and a like dome or a semicircular, from connecting onto the tower around the scaffolding to the other side of tower, this wall of fire just erects itself. And I need everybody to make me dexterity saving throws.
21? Oh, I'm sorry, 18.
And everybody's gonna have +4 because Lilith is within
24.
24. Got it.
17.
17. Yep, good.
20.
Good. Lilith
really saved me there. I rolled a 5.
Lilith is good as well. So, you guys save, take half damage. Lilith takes quarter damage. That is 12, 16. So you guys all take 14 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
And Lilith takes 7 points of fire damage. As I need you all to roll for initiative.
Wait, how much fire damage did?
14.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
This is not good.
18 total.
Okay. And 18, Lilith.
I got an 11.
Ozzy got an 11. Lilith got a 6.
This is not good, gang.
I am basically tapped on spells.
That's an 18 for initiative.
18. Sure, we'll include Sal in the mix. Sal's still got a couple spell slots left. And we'll include Gariana too. What the hell, right? She's still got a couple spells in her as well. And then we need to roll for Elazar Dry Flagon. He's got a 14. Alright, so Igni. Let's see. Creature takes this damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Okay. So you see this guy up above, and you feel the heat from this wall of fire enclosed around you. What would you like to do?
Is he enclosed within the flame as well?
No, he's 2 floors above, casting it down at you. He's about 20 feet further up the tower.
Is the door, does it include the door? Can we get to the door?
No, because you're on the side where the scaffolding is. The door's kind of...
Okay.
If you think about a square, the left side of the square is where the scaffolding is, and he's 20 feet above the scaffolding, which is 20 feet up. The lower front part of the square is where the main door is.
Okay. I mean, there's not a whole lot that Igni can do. She can't go anywhere. She can't climb anything. So
She can climb the tower.
yeah, but she's gonna have to go through the flame, isn't she?
No, it's not. Like, it's around. Like, if you think about the square, it's kind of like around it.
Oh, it's
But
like
the
a
heat-
wall. It's not like a true like.
Yeah, it's not a
sphere.
dome. It's a semicircular wall, but the way the
got you.
spell works is you choose which side of the wall gets the heat. So the side facing you is heated. So you can climb. The wall is 20 feet high,
Oh yeah.
but
And I
he's
can climb
40
30.
feet up. He's 20 feet up, and you can climb 30 feet in a turn because you're a thief. So you can
Correct.
get
Yeah,
up to the window to be out of the fire.
That's the plan then.
Okay.
I'll take the climb then and take my action to do that.
No, that is just your movement because you are a thief rogue and you have second story work.
But I can't. Oh yes, that's true. So that's my movement. But I want
You
to
still
get
have.
in.
you-
Can I reach him to attack him?
Yeah, he's at the window.
Yeah, then let's do that. Let's attack him. Does he see me coming? Probably.
He sees you coming. Yeah. He's looking down at you, watching you crawl up, and he's just smiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna take both stabby stabs.
Okay.
Hi hi.
Yeah. So let's see. You might drop concentration on the wall. So
Oh, that's not very good. So that would be 13 and 18.
13 misses. 18 does hit though. He does. He has like hide armor on.
Well, that was piss poor. 5 points as I stab him.
Roll a
Okay.
natural one.
So he has to still make a save, DC 10 Constitution save, to not drop his wall of fire.
Roll low.
20. Not natural, but he takes 4 points of damage from Igni.
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
That 1 point could make a difference, Joe.
Hey, it did when I made up that extra point before. So that was Igni's turn. Then it was Vanan. You got an 18 as well?
I got an 18.
Okay. Yeah,
Am
so
I
you actually
initiative?
you should have gone first, but either way, it's your turn.
I don't care. Bannon would let Igni go first. How can I run up the wall too next to?
Yeah, you have spider climb boots.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, all right,
That
you're
she
up
just
the wall.
Moving
you're
my
kinda-
hunter's marks though.
Yeah, all right, it's still been within... Hunter's Mark is concentration? Did we determine that?
It is concentration lasts for I haven't been making concentration.
You haven't been making... I'm going to just say it's down.
Yeah. Okay.
The amount of damage you've taken, I'm going to just say that it's down.
It's fine. I've
I mean,
taken a
yeah.
You've probably had to make at least 10 to 15 concentration checks, so...
Damn.
I'm gonna make 2 attacks.
Okay.
18 and a 13 plus 8 on both. That hits. I'm guessing 21 and a 26.
Yeah, both hit.
So first one is 2d6 plus 8 plus 9. 6, 12 plus 9. 21.
21 damage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Second one is 7 plus 9. 16.
Okay, 16. So, he's got to make a DC. First one was, you said 21, DC 11, and then a DC 10. So that's a natural 20. And then a 16. So he keeps up the wall of fire, but he does not look happy.
He best not look happy.
I don't have a bonus action, so that's it. I'm done.
Okay. After you, 18. What the hell letter is that? Sal. That's an S. Turns out that that's an S. Sal's gonna unleash another magic missile, this time only at level 1. Deal 10 points of damage, peppering this guy little bit by little bit. Then it is his turn.
Constitution.
Oh, you're right. Concentration check. You're right.
I want this fire gone.
And that actually does it. That little magic missile.
Yes.
Nice.
He only got a 7, so the wall of fire gone. And then he just casts it again, which he could do, but he's not going to.
What an asshole.
He's gonna look at who does he not like the most? Vanan or Igni? Oh, Igni's giving him the growl. So he's gonna Igni. I need you to make me. Igni, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
A 9.
Ooh.
You guys, I have rolled so poorly tonight.
We're stealing all of your luck. That's what's happening.
Igni may go down here in a second.
Yeah, I think so. What's Igni's total hit points, out of curiosity?
54.
Okay, you take 40 points of necrotic damage as a beam of sickly green energy lashes out and he casts Blight on you.
Clock.
Well, Igni like crumples and like withers and falls.
And you drop, you'll take 22.
Wait, can Vanan catch me?
You know what? You could try, Vanan. Make me an athletics check to try to grapple her, basically.
Okay. +3. Oh my god, got a nat 20.
You start to skid, like slide down the wall a little bit with the extra weight but you have her. She did not fall and automatically fail a death saving throw.
Yo, I haven't used this dice before. This is good. Thank you for sending me this, Ted.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you, Ted. Yep. And I should also, for Vanan's knowledge, have a healing potion on me.
Alright, well, that was his turn. That was his action. Then it is Gariena's turn. Why do druids not in the book? Why do they not have wild shape? I feel like that's dumb. Like the NPC druids. They are at least 3rd level druids. They do not have wild shape. They should have at least base wild shape, but they don't have it.
Weird.
So, I guess she's gonna throw a produce flame up at this guy. Ooh, that's a 19. Alright, so that's a big old D8 of damage. 4 points. Alright, that is Gariena's turn. Ozzy.
How far away is he from me?
He is 20 feet up.
Cool. And I can see him?
You can see him.
Okay, cool. So I have 3 fate points that I've gotten for this entire time. I can use those to give myself advantage, but can I also use those to give someone else disadvantage?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use one, and I'm going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on him.
Okay. So, you make an attack roll?
No, it's a strength saving throw.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on his strength saving throw.
Yes.
So there's a 6 for the first one, and a 7, so he gets a 6.
Wanted to use it anyway.
That's fine.
So yeah, you guys watch as this stone hand appears from underneath him and completely wraps itself around him, and he is now restrained and held in place.
Okay, he takes damage too, doesn't he? 2d6 damage?
Takes, on a failed save, he takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage. 8 damage.
8 damage. And he is restrained in place. That's the end of your turn, I assume?
Yes.
Alright. Then it's Lilith's turn, and she's like, Elzar, it's time to face justice. And she flies up, now that he's restrained, and attacks with advantage, and rolls a natural 20.
Yes.
And I'm going to metagame this because I know how much HP he has. and she's not going to smite him, though she normally most likely would have. The sword, once again, more times than ever, you notice that this thing ignites on fire again, and she's going to deal 22 points of damage, and she just flies up, sword, radiant flames, flying up, continuing the flight, just decapitates this guy, and the wound instantly cauterizes as the radiant flames seal that, and then he just slumps down dead. No more combat.
Give Igby a potion.
I'm like,
You're muted.
You're muted because you're using both hands.
Unmute yourself, Dad.
You are muted, sir.
We can't hear you.
hello, I've got her. I dropped my shield and spear to catch her. I caught her and walk it down.
Gotcha.
The wall, and then healing potion, which wakes her up. And then as she's like, and goes to breathe in, another healing potion.
How many healing? How many am I rolling?
It's just 2 normal healing potions.
So altogether would be
44 plus
44
4.
plus 4. Yeah.
44 plus 4. Okay, so first
It's
one is
essentially-
8. And you guys have rolled such shit today. And 7. So 13. Did I get that right? Yeah. Points back to Igni as she gasps back to life.
Ozzy collapses to the floor.
Oh my god.
He's just breathing super heavy because he is tapped completely.
Yeah, I think we all are tapped.
Except for Lilith. Lilith is flying around. Their flaming sword, like, I am God.
Lilith has 16 hit points left.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
16 hit points, but she does have, as far as I can tell, 2 second level spells and 1 first level spell.
Oh, wow, that's a
I
lot.
think.
Yeah.
And also, Gremlin's been here the entire time. We just forgot about him.
Oh yeah, Gremlin.
Just one more person to roll for.
Keep track of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Igni, as she kind of comes to and shakes it off, goes, we need to rest. We need to get inside. There is a way out the back.
I'm still on the ground. I can't climb up there.
No, we don't have to climb. I'm pointing to the front door.
Oh.
Down
What?
at the bottom.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff here. I feel like as adventurers, we should get the stuff.
I cough blood in your face. And I say, you are more interested in taking things off dead bodies than resting. You
Ah,
are dead.
I feel like it's a bad idea to leave it all out here, but okay.
I feel like it is a bad idea to dilly-dally to collect things.
I meant like the magic dude, because that dude. I feel like he's got some dope shit on him. I
Can you
don't
guys
care
throw down a rope?
The rest of them.
Lilith flies
Yeah.
down and picks you up while she still has her wings out.
Thank you. Oh, thank
Can
you.
we get in his window?
Yeah, it's open.
Well,
I mean, one of you has wings, and we'll say Lilith's flight ends. Oh, dog's gotta get let inside. Hang on.
yeah, I say, I mean, we can all go in his window. It'll keep us from having to go up and through all the floors.
Yeah. Stay in his room.
Yeah.
Take all the stuff he has. And then go to bed.
Okay, so we'll say Lilith's wings end as she deposits Ozzy inside the window, and you two can climb.
Yeah.
So, inside this room, where he is, contains a bedroll, a desk, and a bookcase. On the northern wall, a tall ladder leads up to a trapdoor in the ceiling.
I'm going to the bookcase.
Okay.
What does he have?
On
Sorry.
him,
Yeah.
he
I don't know.
has some shitty hide armor that is mostly destroyed,
Yeah.
and a pipe that.
I want that pipe. Igni picks up the pipe.
Oh
Okay.
man. Okay.
It is a pipe. Unfortunately, in the hands of anyone but Elazar, it is just a pipe.
Igni is, it's just a pipe.
But
Toss
he
it.
does have a dagger, which is apparently a +1 dagger.
Well, I will. These.
Nothing special. I probably should have thought more about that. But, yeah. On the bookshelf... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Is it a cool pipe?
Yeah, it's...
Because Vanan doesn't know what he's just saw him blow that dope smoke ring and was like, oh man, that's a cool pipe.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Yeah. Vanan already has a pipe. And he's just gonna like put that pipe away. And he's gonna take this pipe. And be like, this is the pipe.
Yeah, it's like the wood has been burnt and like fire treated. So rather than like stained and then like sealed, it is burnished basically. And it has designs of flames and things along it. Igni,
Cool.
I feel like this may have come up for some of you, and then maybe it didn't. But Igni, you are gifted a fairy in a bottle, which I think you may have had.
I have one.
She does.
Oh.
Now she got 2.
Yeah.
Well, you can only ever get one, so that's got to go to
Oh.
somebody else. We'll give it to, I don't know.
I think I've got one. Let me double check that though.
Because if you
had
do...
one. We got 2. You had one, and I think Lilith got one, or did Vanan get one?
I will be able to tell you momentarily when I pull up our inventory list that I've been keeping.
She got one. I just rolled a 1 on a d6. Ozzy was 1, I was 2, Lilith was 3. So
Okay, well, there was 2 gifted before.
there were 2 gifted.
Yeah, there was 2
Last
gifted.
time. Last time.
Igni's
This
got
time is
one.
1. It was Igni and either Igni and Vanan. I think it might have been Igni and Vanan because they were always getting into
Yeah, no, that sounds
hijinks.
right.
So either Lilith or Ozzy gets this one. So it's a maximum 1 per player, but it's always there. And when you go to 0 hit points, you go to 1 instead.
I
so
don't
those-
have. I don't have that on our list. I have that we have pixie wings in a jar.
No, these are not magic items
So these
from,
were gifted to us from the
from
chat.
the chat.
Oh yeah, I don't remember getting those, but maybe I'm.
Yeah, you guys
We
both
got
did.
2.
And I need to put it on my sheet.
Yes. So
So
I will
remember.
graciously not take them from you for not remembering that you had them. But when you both hit 0 hit points, you would have gone from 0. You would have immediately gone to 1 instead. As the little fairy pops out of the bottle
All
and
Zelda
in a
stuff.
Zelda fashion puts you at 1 hit point instead. Because I remember I remember Davis and Vanan both being like, "Man, that's so dope!" Last time when you got it. So
That sounds like Vanan.
yeah. So you both would have that, and it's not like a can or cannot use; it's an automatic thing. Ozzy, you have one too.
Oh,
Everybody's got one. The whole team has a
Got
fairy in a bottle.
fairy!
sweet.
From Less Story,
Thank
who is the 1% of Flint Bucks here on Nerd Immersion. I think that drops them to about 70,000.
Oh my god.
Is the most active online watcher, like offline. When we're offline, always in the chat.
I was about to
100%
say,
of
like,
the time.
I was at 10,000. I thought
7,400 and one.
Jesus, man.
Man,
So
I thought my game was on point. Never mind.
Less Story, don't you worry. When the new rules of the new house come into effect, your Flint Bucks will have additional uses.
Ooh.
Some of which are high amounts of Flint Bucks to cause some very cool things to happen.
Oh.
And these guys got a little preview of the
Did I?
names of things today.
Oh yes, we did.
So
There's
Oh,
an exciting.
that was attached to?
in a fashion.
Okay.
But that's all I'm saying.
Did our helper friends follow us or say
Uh,
anything?
No, they didn't because NPCs at this point. But anyway,
I'm gonna
Ozzy.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
goodbye to the because we had that dope combo attack
Yeah,
with it. Like that was like, and she like healed me.
yeah.
She's super cool. I gave her a high five, some maple candies.
She digs the maple candies for real. She's a big fan.
And and all my pets come back. And like I introduce all my pets to her. Sorry, it's a druid. We got to do the thing with the pets and the
Yeah.
animals. And then
You guys exchange pet numbers, as it
Yeah.
were. But Ozzy,
And-
there's a scroll of flame arrows
Ooh.
on the bookshelf. I don't know if you can use that, but Vanan can, I think.
Flame arrows?
Yeah,
If it just turns a quiver into fire arrows. I think,
that's
for
what
like
it is, yeah.
It just turns a quiver.
Igni wants to check the hatch.
It's useful, but I don't really use it. I mean, I
Oh,
could.
more, yeah.
We could use
You
it.
wouldn't be able to use it for a while. 'Cause it's 3rd level.
Yeah, either way.
I can
One more
cast it
level, and
on
I'm
your
3rd
arrows.
level,
Oh, really?
or 5th level caster. Yeah.
Oh.
But
Currently
you wouldn't be able to cast the spell. You'd have 3rd level slots.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have
I
access to
don't
3rd level spells yet. Either way, the hatch upstairs.
Yeah, the one that you said was in the ceiling.
Yes.
I just want to
S-
sneaky
make me a stealth check.
make sure.
Do we really want to go exploring when all of us are tapped?
No, I'm just peeking. I want to make sure we're safe. 18.
Yeah, you peek up, and this is an attic,
Oh,
and there are 4 giant bats in the attic. And when you creak open a little bit, they start fluttering around. They seem to be very much aggressive, and you pull the door shut, and you hear them
so
like
these nice
fluttering and like banging into each other, and they're very
Igni,
excited.
oh yeah, Igni Jose goes. We stay right here, yeah.
Yes, please.
In his desk, you also find 250 gold pieces
Ooh, nice.
and 2 fire opals worth 50 gold each.
Ooh, that goes on the list. Hang on. Oh, let me put our treasure tracker in. Oh, gems. You said fire opal?
2 fire
2.
opals worth 50 gold each. And you got the 250 gold pieces, right?
I
That
do
was just
now.
250 gold pieces. And he has a little flower on his desk. In like a little pot. And it is a small green stemmed flower with a glowing, like the petals themselves are glowing like a bright red, almost as if they are made of fire.
Well, that sounds cool.
Can I
Yeah.
assume that it's magical?
You can assume that it's magical.
Can I take 10 minutes to cast Identify as a ritual?
Sure, you can do that. And you do identify that, one, it is magical.
Yes.
Um,
Score.
and that the central, like, the center of the flower can be removed if you so choose. And it does, it throws the light of basically a torch. But also, while the flower is in your possession, it lets whoever has it basically have the effects of the control flames cantrip.
Ooh.
Is it like a small flower? Somebody needs to wear it on their lapel.
Yeah, it's like this big, but like this is mostly the stem, and then you have like about like that big. And yes,
Like a hat or
to Jordan in the chat, thank you for chiming in. Yes, like a Mario fire flower.
Nice.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, you have that as well.
Is he's got a bed and everything in here?
He's a bedroll.
Yeah, Igni goes straight over to it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm going to lay down and rest. I think we all should do the same.
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay. You guys take a long rest, I assume.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're gonna have to if we're gonna move on.
I'll be on
Okay.
first watch, like normal. This isn't exactly a safe space, so I'm just gonna keep an eye out.
That is reasonable.
I'm going to close the window.
Yeah, you can close. You can now on the inside. You can see kind of the runes and the way it's designed to close it. So you're able to do so. Oh, let's try this. This could be fun. So one, you guys will get the long rest for sure.
Sweet.
So you can count yourself as healed up and all of that good stuff. And while you guys are hanging around, Vanan, you find, as you're like looking around, did you bring Geonid with you?
Yeah,
hanging out
before
in
the
your
fight,
backpack, right?
I just want to like say before the fight, like I left him off in a bush on my pets.
Okay, he makes his way towards you, and he hands to you a ring. A ring made of hematite, which is
I'm
a
like, thanks,
metal. It's a somewhat softer metal. It is very, very shiny. It's like a gunmetal gray. And I will. This is completely on you, as the player. But this hematite ring absorbs bad luck that was meant for you. But when it eventually is full, it will shatter.
Okay.
When it's overloaded.
What does
So,
that do?
remind me, or not. If you don't remind me, it won't ever come into effect. But when you roll a natural 1, remind me.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm gonna write that down.
Because I had given this out once before, and the player never reminded me, so it never came into effect. So, that's what you find while you're kind of kicking around there on your watch. Your watch goes by uneventfully. Who goes next? Igni.
I just don't have to. I don't have to rest a full long rest to regain. So, like I can meditate or whatever it is. So I don't have to sleep or the hell ever. Because
okay.
I am elf.
Yes, you find. Do you already have a martini shaker?
But I don't. Not on me.
Well, then you find one.
Oh, drinks on Igni.
All right, then we'll just say Ozzy. Throughout your time here, you find. What do you find?
A reverse shirt to go with my reverse pants.
That would be funny. Okay, so you find in a very anime style a paper charm to be placed on the forehead to ward off undeath.
Oh, that's cool.
And cool. Lilith is just like, it's my watch. It's always, even though I'm surrounded by my friends, sometimes I just like to sit alone and think about justice.
Lilith, is there something in your throat?
Shit,
It sounds
you're
so
awake.
funny. Yes,
Oh, man.
yeah. I
forgot
hear
about that.
you talking.
She's like, shit, I shouldn't monologue out loud to myself. People can hear
Especially
me.
when your throat is so scratchy, you really should rest it.
Well, yeah, you're probably right. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of like the way my voice sounds right now.
Well, we'll not judge you for this.
I mean, you do sound very intimidating. I'll say that much.
Sure, yes, intimidating.
Are we awake now?
My D3 here. Oh, 3. And she's just like, well, it's kind of crazy. And I was like looking around while you guys were doing whatever, thinking about justice, like I do. I found these, and she like, it's like kegs of beer.
Oh, say what? I have these.
And
I hold
she's
up a
like,
shaker.
and whatever this is, and she pulls out what looks like a leprechaun costume. She's like, I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Why are these two connected? I don't understand.
Do we understand?
No. The trinket, for those of you who are curious, is 1d3 kegs of beer and the appropriate Jackal the Green costume to properly celebrate certain holy days. But I'm not going to go with, like, oh, it's to celebrate St. Patty's Day, and here's our leprechaun costume, and here's our kegs of beer.
It seems to be fitted for small halfling. Maybe no?
Maybe.
It's not my size or my color.
If you want to, you can just throw it in the bag.
We
Maybe
could
consider.
throw it in bag.
And she's
Yeah.
like, also, what? And she turns, and you guys look that now somehow there's a table that wasn't there the night before, and beset upon this table is a feast, a massive feast, one that you sit around and you think, man, this is a pretty good feast. And she's like, I don't know, this looks like a feast fit for heroes, some kind of heroes feast. And thanks to Les Story's donation of 5,000 flint bucks, you guys have a heroes feast for the next 24 hours in game.
Oh shit.
Oh, wonderful. Amy says, I am not going to
Awesome.
worry about where these come from. You know, we show up, we sneak around, they try to kill us, and now somebody is feeding us.
So you guys, I rolled, you have an extra 17, your maximum hit points and your current hit points increased by 17 for 24 hours. You are also immune to fear and the poison for the next 24 hours, and you have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
That's amazing. What time is it in game?
In game, we'll say it's the morning. You also notice that the smoke has dissipated.
Oh, so we can see like everything now.
Correct.
Oh, like the fog is gone. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was smoke from fire, but now it's gone.
Oh, I see. And we can see all the campsites and everything from this height?
Yeah, most of them are either abandoned or broken down and gone at this point.
We killed everybody.
Pretty much. There's a couple people who didn't, and they left.
I mean, that is how we do, yeah?
Do you think they came up to the hill, guys, and just like saw all the dead bodies and were just like, let's just turn around?
If they were
Probably.
smart.
That's what I would do. Not
No,
really.
it's
I feel
not.
like-
It's
No,
not
it
at
is
all.
not. You came up with dead bodies. You want to do what we are currently doing, which is going out and finding the people that make dead bodies.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
I was
I am
trying humor.
always right. So what now? There is, in fact, I see it with my eyes, a hole or a tunnel in Floron. First, you got this down.
Do you guys want to check it out?
The last time we were in Fortress and killed lots of people, every time we go down, we find one of those creepy doors. Igni would put gold piece on the fact we will find one.
You can if you want. It's fine.
All right.
It's
Let's
not
go.
like we don't have it.
All right. Sure, let's go down and check it out.
I guess it's technically Lilith's money, but whatever.
Yeah, all right.
She gifted it. Yeah, okay. Oh, be careful. The floor is tricky ball bearings everywhere, yeah?
The floor is lava.
The floor actually no more lava or fire, please. Thank you. Just ball bearings. Just step ginger.
All right, so do you guys go down to inspect the base?
Yes.
Ozzy takes a second to just kind of like look over the battlefield that's left behind.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Oh, do we
And
want
then
to check
just
out that
kinda-
dude that had the flaming sword? Those guys had flaming swords.
His sword, the guy with the sword left.
We killed him.
No, you guys need the guys with the flaming swords. Yeah, you check out their swords, and the swords are normal swords. Something about them allows them to ignite them on fire.
Is that? I was talking about the dude with the had the hellhounds. There was like a guy that came
Oh, yeah.
in and it was
Yeah, no, that was
All right,
his
that
deal.
guy-
Because the two guys that were on the scaffolding also set their swords on fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know that.
That's just some greater elemental power gives them the ability to set their swords on fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ozzy just kind of looks over the battlefield before heading downstairs and like puts a mental note in his brain of the scene and then heads downstairs.
Yeah, it's pretty carnage ridden. So do you go and check at the base? You can see there is a tunnel that leads that these kind of creatures were trying to get to. Yes.
Did they dig it out?
Enough that you can get down there if you want.
Okay, so it's clear. Anything we can see just standing at the surface?
No, there's stairs, or there's not stairs. It's a tunnel, right? So it's kind of hewn into the earth, but it continues
Yeah.
down for a little ways.
Well, after you kill everybody, there's only one place you can go.
Let's do it.
All right, so you guys go down, and after a short little while, you are presented with a door, similar in nature to all of the other doors that you have been presented with in the past. And there
That
is
door?
4 symbols with 4 little gems. And Ozzy, you feel the resonation from the feather, the flower, the ice cube, and Vanan, you feel it from that little Ankeg thing that you received from Geonid.
What? Do we have all 4?
I do believe we do.
Does it
Whoa.
open?
Rub them or put them on the wall or something. Make the magic happen.
I rub the wall and make the magic happen.
I'm going to hand the flower to Igni,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll
Oh.
hand the ice to Lilith, and then
Okay.
each one of us can touch the door.
Okay, when you touch the first thing to it, you see that, it kind of vibrates and the thing lights up. And as you bing, 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 all 4 of them touch, the lights all light up. And the door, basically, there is like another kind of appears in it is more or less like a button that's basically press to open.
He's
You know you now have access to whatever is behind this door. Based on its architecture that you've seen, it seems like this will let you into any of the ones you wish to go into. But, yeah, and there's a button to push to open, and that's up to you.
Push the button.
Ozzy pushes the button.
The doors slide open, and presented before you is a thing that I will tell you about. Where is this? Somewhere much later in the book. Yeah, you are presented with a hallway that leads to some sort of massive underground complex. Yeah, and I think if that's the route we're... Oh, here we go. Now, there it is. So, yeah, it is unnaturally warm down here, and you can see that it is worked stone here, and it seems to be some sort of like labyrinthine craziness that extends throughout this massive underground complex. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Oh boy.
So,
Whoa! Brittany missed all the combat.
yeah, she did.
All the combat.
Ed, were you trying to kill us?
Well, when she
No.
comes back, we can be like, we fought a war, and also you're a werewolf now.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
No, I was not trying to kill you. It specifically states throughout the entirety of this, like, if people understand that combat's happening, then they'll go to help, or over time. But it's also, like, it's very thick and smoky, and a lot of these people don't know what's going on, so, like, if they hear stuff, they might be like, whatever. But a thunderclap in the middle of a clear sky, something's going on. So... I think I left out about 10 guys because we're getting a little... The goal was at that point, let's just knock you guys down as much as we can. Take you down a peg. Also tap you out on stuff just to see if I
Yeah,
can do
well,
it.
and I was trying really hard to get rid of the little
Used.
magma men or whatever so we could just take a straight exit out and, like, Yeah, I was gonna take the scaffolding down. I was like, God, can we like create a collapse and burn the whole fucking tower down? Like I was like anything but having to go through. And he's like, I don't want to fight all those guys. That's too much effort.
I was just in. Let's just. You just gotta start. Just gotta start mowing the grass.
Well, Chelsea, well, as we close ourselves out here, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, where people can find you, and all that good stuff.
Yep. I'm Little Red Dot. Also, Chelsea. You can find me online at the links that Ted just so generously posted. I play a lot of tabletop RPG, like a lot, in all kinds of places. When I'm not here on Mondays, you can check me out at the North by Northwest podcast on Wednesdays. You can check me out every Thursday over Encounter Roleplay. I'm now part of the cast of Roll For It. You can check me out there on Saturdays playing through World of Darkness campaign as Mortal. This is nothing. This is nothing in comparison to having to play a mortal in a World of Darkness campaign.
Don't you never do that if that's an option. You don't pick that one.
We're all mortals, so
okay, all right.
Yeah.
So it sucks for all of you, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, it sucks for our entire crew. Yeah. But it's actually been a hell of a lot of fun to tell a really, really dark, like kind of Stephen King style story. Anyways, and I am now running some stuff over on my own channel, including a series I'm calling Sunday Fun Days, where I drink a lot of mimosas and we play like high fantasy, ridiculous one-off games that I write. And in the month of July, actually starting Friday of this week, I will be running 2 short mini campaigns beta testing the new Fate of Cthulhu build out for the Fate system. So we've got 2 killer casts. We're going to be going through 2 of the different old ones. And this one is really, really cool because instead of like fighting the god as they rise, humanity's doomed. They're already here. So we're going back in time, all Terminator style, to try to stop the rise of the old one. So you actually they get the timeline in advance. It's kind of like a CIA mission where they get to set stuff up. It's really cool. And people are corrupted. It's going to be a blast. So you can check all that out. I keep a schedule on my Twitter, and that's the best way to stay in contact, as well as a link to my Discord, where you can get access to all kinds of fun stuff, including me, where we talk nerdy all the time.
All right. Thank you, Chelsea. Bucky, what about you?
Hi, I'm Bucky. You can normally find me on Twitter at Bucky_Masters. I normally play Vendalar Greymeyer on the Taking Initiative podcast. You can find them on Twitter at TI_pod. You can also go to our website, thespark.network, where we have our show as well as several of the other shows that we work with. We also have a Twitter now, _spark_net. Also, in about a month, you can find me and a bunch of these fine people over at Gen Con, because we're all going to be there having a fun-ass time.
You're damn straight!
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, that's me. That's what I do. That's who I is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Davis, what about you?
I'm Davis. You can usually find me walking to work in the mornings.
It's real hot out, guys.
It's real hot out.
I don't want to hear it. You guys, it is like 100 degrees by like 9 a.m.
I have no heat resistance, and Lex will get mad at me if I don't do this right.
Yeah, as I say, let's hear the pitch.
Here it goes. Go for it. Go.
He didn't send me anything this time, so I've just got.
He's not in chat. What the fuck, Lex?
Hey guys,
You can say whatever you want.
you ever play or like the games where you roll dice like D&D and stuff?
I do.
I'm here on this show.
I do. Tell me more.
Vanan, Nerd Immersion, Ted, it's good stuff. But I'm also the main show I do is called Dank Dungeons.
What? What makes it so dank?
It's really wet and dark. And
Is that your
basically
soul or
all
the
fighting.
game?
No, I'd like y'all don't understand how many spiders are in that basement. It's like
I bet.
you walk in, no spiders. You walk out.
Please tell me, Davis, where can I find these dungeons that are dank?
Oh yes.
Right, exactly. That's the next thing I should say. You'll let me in because we rehearsed this.
It's our fault. It's my fault.
You can find me on Dank Dungeons TV. You can find us on Dank Dungeons TV on YouTube, as well as Dank Dungeons TV on Twitter. And we're also on Facebook, also Dank Dungeons TV. Really, Dank Dungeons TV is how you find us.
I see.
But yeah, we're doing season 3. We're filming this month, and then it'll be out slowly afterwards.
All right. And thank you, Davis, for that well thought out and clearly rehearsed description of Dank Dungeons.
Yep.
And I'm Ted. This is Nerd
I tried.
Immersion. You have found my channel most likely because you're here watching it. So I run this every other week. I run Horde of the Dragon Queen in the same universe as this game on the off weeks when this game isn't playing. As Bucky said, I will be at Gen Con along with a lot of these lovely folks. So come and try and find us. We'll be around also playing games and possibly streaming a version of this, an off episode. I have to work on that. Also here tomorrow, where I'll be streaming my here behind me at this very, very empty looking table, where we'll be playing my homebrew campaign. It's going to be fun. They just did everything I didn't. I asked all of you gracious people on Twitter, what should the reason why the two kobold factions are fighting? And the party's like, cool, we're not going there anyway. Goodbye. So now I have to come up with something else, as one does. Yes, Jordan, Gen Con, let's everybody that's going to be there, let's all hang out and get drinks and do things. Also, it's in the bottom left-hand corner, but I'll put the link in the chat. If you like coffee and you like games, you should go check out Initiative Coffee Company Coffee. They make Improved Initiative is their one blend. They also make Fulgurite, which is a new blend that just came out, and it's great, and you can use a coupon code that I have to get $2 off of your order. It's damn fine coffee, and I don't say that lightly because I do like my coffee. And lastly, I want to throw out merchandise because Katie, our fantastic lazy mermaid here in the chat, made a butt ton of awesome 8-bit pixel art for all of the campaigns. Have pixel art now, choose your player style things. I know it's done gangbusters. People have come out, they love the design, they love that. I know, at least I think a lot of you here in the channel have bought a whole bunch of that stuff.
Yep. I will be rocking
cool.
my t-shirt and my coffee mug and my sticker.
It is, I believe it's still on sale at this point. I can tell you ahead of time now that in about 2 weeks, because TeePublic often has sales where they'll put everything at 30% off. I got the email from TeePublic. If you didn't catch it on its initial release, between the 17th and the 20th of this month, it will go back on sale 30% off. So if you missed that, yes, PD, they are on sale. So you can get the Belladonnas, you can get the Dancing Johns, you can get Opposing Forces, which is my homebrew thing, and then the Evil Campaign. We're not a party. We're just four evil people in the same vicinity. We don't have a party name. And then you can also get the base Nerd Immersion stuff. If you're a fan of my old school stuff I used to do with the Guild Wars stuff, I put the Chronicles of Tyria stuff there as well.
I think that's actually a good name, Ted. A bunch of evil people in proximity to one another. That
Yeah,
sounds
right?
like a great group name.
Maybe we can get
Evil
that into
people
some
in
kind of...
proximity.
Yeah, maybe we can
Evil
get that
prox.
into some kind of acronym or something like that.
Lemons.
Yeah, every villain is lemons.
Every
We thought about that, and I was like, I would love to make that something. I don't think I have the email. Let's see. 30% off. This was in June. Yeah, it's about once a month or so. TeePublic will run a 30% off thing. So you can go ahead and check that out. It is a great way to get those stuff at super cheap. Also, take a look through the list if you're going to buy stuff, because there's different kinds of like tank tops. There's different kinds of shirts. You can get like vintage style or like high quality t-shirts. If you want to buy a hoodie, you can get zip ups rather than just like over the head hoodies, and spiral notebooks versus hardback, all that good stuff. So yeah, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much. Be on the lookout for more. I'm working on 2 other sponsorships for cool stuff with cool people. So hopefully we can get some other stuff running for you guys in the future. So anyway, have a great week if you're here in the States. Hope you had a great Canada Day if you're in Canada. If you're here in the States, enjoy your 4th of July. Stay safe. Make smart decisions. And we'll see you next time.
Look out for spiders.
Also spiders.